Not true. I don't know where I live.
Except for like
You were too late.
Americans.
If you were first, you own that motherfucker.
All right, so who owns America?
Who owns the moon, bitch?
Wow.
This guy.
He's about to
Fire.
Google it. You about to Google it?
Most completed. And I put a note. Bitch was staring at the ceiling.
Look at him.
Information.
He's Googling it. He's checking
Forgive
it.
me for it.
All right,
For the
Anton.
record.
I want you to think about your busiest day ever. That still don't make my top 10. Ooh.
Okay.
Here we go. It's a competition.
You said that I wasn't busy's not an excuse. Hannah, tell him. Tell this
you
guy.
don't have an excuse. You can
Busy's
put
not
fucking-
an excuse.
You can put a damn backpack on with a water like.
Ooh, that
red
would have been a
water.
good idea. This
What's
is called
that?
Breaking Bud. It's my last beer, Hannah.
I
I
used to
didn't
keep-
send you that one.
Yeah, I
You
used to
did?
keep the water reservoir on
Uh-uh.
my
Where
back.
would I have gotten Knee Deep Brewing
I did
Company?
a couple times with clients. Like keep them
Okay,
out.
I mean maybe. Look, put it closer. I remember
Breaking
that one.
Bud.
He looked kind of different. What's the matter? I just took you out, crazy.
India Pale Ale.
Why people talk to their dogs? Like people
So,
talk
yeah.
to their dogs like the
Man,
dog.
I told you. What is this with what's her name? Lindsay, man. She's like
So what happened?
I don't know. She's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know. She's scared or something. She's mad at me. I told her she's mad at me because I was like, hey, I'm doing a triathlon. I'm doing a half Ironman in June. I'm like, you should do it with me, and because she did triathlons or whatever in the past, and I don't think she's ever done a half. And she was like, no, that's too far from now. And I was like, Lindsay, it's December. I'm like, that's plenty of time to get in shape to complete one. You know, if you want to do one, you'll have somebody to do it with, you know, support system, whatever. And she was like, I was like, what else do you have to do? And then I hurt her feelings. I was like, what else do you have to do? Like, besides run?
I think that line hurts a lot of people's feelings for you. I've heard you use that line before, and I don't know if you've ever had a good response to that because
Yes.
you should lose the sentence in your vocabulary. I'm helping you.
It's because
It's
like,
hurtful.
to me, what I mean by that is not like your life ain't worth shit. That's kind of what it comes off as.
That's
but
what
it's-
it sounds like.
yeah.
You have a better meaning, but just maybe you can write something new to say to people.
If someone said,
It's a
hey,
sensitivity class, man.
hey
Ability.
oh, now I can't hear you. Now I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Nope, you sound like you're underneath the water. But to me, that sounded better. Whatever you just did.
He
Anyways.
clicked some.
Yeah, you did
He
something.
put-
So, but anyway, so it's like I understand that can be offensive, but the fact is that I didn't mean it that way. I meant, what other challenges do you have that you're planning to do? Not like your life is
Yeah.
boring or something.
People don't hear meaning; they hear
Oh, that's good.
perceived intention.
Mhm.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah,
Perceived
Yeah.
this is
intention.
good. This is
Yeah,
good.
yeah. What you were actually saying to her, what she heard was, what
Not
could you
what you were
possibly have to
saying.
do that's not trained for this Ironman with me?
Yeah,
And now you probably lost a friendship.
you know, we've lost a lot of friendships.
I don't think you lost it. I think you might have scarred it.
Scarred. But, you know, in life, people come and go.
You can heal your scars, but
Yeah.
I think that
Right now,
I have to send an apology or something.
I think you should, yeah, because I think that she didn't even text me back, so
Exactly. Something's
yeah,
not
obviously
right with
you
that.
you dug us both. I'm down there too. And I didn't mean to go. I sent a nice text, had a smiley at the end. It was friendly. She
And it's-
likes me. And
Yeah.
then you burnt the bridge.
Listen,
I
I didn't
was
burn
in the
it
middle.
again. Oh, God. All right. So, anyways,
It's okay.
Wow,
I think you can fix it, but I don't think she's doing the race with you.
she's probably going to wait for after the race. To me, like at one point, I feel like she was like, hey, you should do this race with me. And then I did that race with her in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So it's
What
like,
race
hey,
did you ever? Which race did you do with her?
the freaking Ricans. Remember that T-shirt I had? The freaking Ricans.
freaking Rikas.
It was like me, her ex, And then everybody used to make fun of me because I would say I passed thousands of people, but I did pass thousands because we start in the back because we were young. Our group was young or whatever. And so I was just running. I went
Whoa.
through.
What was it? A regular triathlon?
I went out in
sprint or
like
something?
5:10. No, it was like one of those races where you had to like do obstacles and shit. But
Oh,
mine,
Tough
kinda. But we were in the streets of Chicago, like, and I was moving. I went through 2 miles at like 10:20 or better, maybe. I went out in like 5:10, maybe faster. And I'm
don't
just
remember.
like cooking past people, like,
Right.
ah. What?
Thousands.
Anton, why are you pale, son? You live in a warm climate. Go outside.
Damn, orange. I just spent like 2 weeks in Chicago. That's why I'm pale.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
sir.
I need to start tanning. Honestly,
You don't have time for that.
I do not have time for that right now. You're right. I was just
Unless you're
thinking
gonna
about that.
cancel from the tanning bed, which is not gonna happen.
Oh man. I was just thinking about that. Hey, I told Hannah, one of our kids, like one of our old athletes or whatever, he called me today. And I was
I know.
like, and then I missed his call. So I was like, and then I looked at my phone. I was like, all right, let me call this dude back because maybe something's wrong. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, oh man, it's good. How you doing? You know, is everything cool?
he
It's like,
reading
yeah.
out the paper.
He's like, yeah, everything's all right. And but you know, where are you at? I'm like, dude, like I'm off the grid right now. Like I'm not really telling people where I'm at. I got haters that try and burn my house down and shit. And shit. And he goes, yeah, I understand. Well, I just started my financial advising, and I just want to see if you're,
Northwestern Mutual.
yeah. And I was like, dude, you ain't talked to
Listen.
me. Yeah.
I
They be
told
like,
you when he
call
called
all
me.
the
You
people
should have
you
been
talk to every
prepared.
Call your
I
friends.
forgot, Hannah. I forgot.
He called me in the summer, and this is what happened. I was still his coach. He calls me, and I'm like, Jimmy. I'm like, hey. I was about
It's
to
all right,
call him
Jimmy. Fuck
outside.
it. Whatever. It's not like we said his
Jimmy.
last name.
I'm like, Jimmy, you never called me on the phone before. Why are you calling me? I know you need something.
Uh-huh.
He was like, because he did that. He was asking about my run. He was being all friendly. Jimmy, you never called me ever. I've been your coach for 4 years. What you mean? Just tell me what you need to tell me. Okay. I gotta talk to you about my Jimmy, I don't have any money. I can't even
That's what I
do
told
that. I can't do anything with the word financial in it.
I said, dude, I still don't have money. He was like, you don't have money? I said, dude, I was a coach. Like,
He don't know. He don't get it. He probably made more money in that internship than we ever made. Working all the time. It's
honestly,
ridiculous.
you know, people keep saying, like, I've talked to 2 people that said that they like it's a win for that I'm not there for other people. I'm like, it's a win for my life too. What are we talking about? Anton knows.
crazy.
Anton, are you in? Are you? Oh, that sounded louder. No, he's gone again.
I'm here.
Mm-mm.
I'm
think
just
I'm-
doing something.
Oh man, I'm
Doing
gonna have to
something.
edit that out. It goes under the
You ain't
name.
got it now.
What you mean? It's got a whole name.
He ain't growed out of it.
It's got the super one.
He ain't growed out of it.
That's all right. I'm more editing. You know.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have time.
You like editing.
I don't. Not
I
at this
wasn't
point.
talking, so it wasn't on me. Like the green
You
thing ain't
were
even on.
talking. It was yellow on my
Listen, you haven't had to edit our podcast in weeks. This
I
was
haven't
helping
done
you.
it.
We haven't
No,
done it in
I'm
You-
behind.
weeks.
I need you guys. That's why.
You
Listen,
hear me better? Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Is it
hear
good?
you. Yeah, it
That's
sounds
shitty,
good.
though. It's probably shit.
Try yelling at the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Kinda.
You shouldn't be able to hear me now.
I can hear you in the distance.
Can you hear me louder here?
Not
Yeah.
as loud as it.
Louder here?
Yeah, louder there.
Oh shit. All right, that's bad.
That's,
Keep going. I'm
it's all right.
listening.
We're at the and we're back. You know, we got technical difficulties. We're trying to figure
I
this
know,
out,
but I don't
people.
want.
You just
People
gotta be honest. They
people-
have all the podcasts where like, oh, we lost him. It's okay.
Yeah, true. I just like I'm not gonna sit there while I don't want to listen to a podcast where they're just doing technical difficulties the whole time, you know.
Yeah, we just ignore him. We could have just kept talking.
true.
All right,
Our
so
friend, he gonna be back in a minute. Let's talk about that beer you're drinking. How is
It's very hoppy. Look, it's got bags of hops on it, like
I
3
think I
bags of
sent
hops.
you only hoppy beer because I knew how much you
No,
loved
no,
it.
no.
I'm just kidding.
didn't
I
do
actually
that.
didn't.
What about now?
Nope.
Better?
Nope.
You sound kind of distant.
What?
It sounds
you
like you're in
far,
outer
like
space.
Far away. Mars.
I'm back.
He's leaving. All right. So, anyways, yeah, the dude called me, and I was like, "Bro, I ain't talked to you in like a year. Excuse me, over a year. Like,
Oh,
you know what?
he's running out of people, man. This is like probably his like fourth shift or something. When he called me,
Oh,
he was in a
no.
shift. He'd called
Oh,
who else
man.
did he call at that time? I know. They're gonna call me back in a year. I got like 6
Mm.
months to make some money and see if I need them.
Hey, I was this close from changing my number today. Like this close. I called the guy on the phone.
Because of him?
No. But I got some money, so I want to get the phone, that light phone, and I was gonna change my number. No, and so that light phone, because I don't want, like, I want to simplify my life, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to simplify, you know. So anyways, I wanted to get the light phone, change my number, and just kind of, go on down that route. And I didn't do it. But the guy was so funny. This dude, two things. Hannah, did I tell you about the story about the one dude today?
You called me. Yeah, you gotta tell it. Anton, but he may not
I
be
forgot.
present.
What was it about?
It was the idiot. Hello.
Yeah.
Let me.
No. What was it about though? Oh, okay. Listen to this. So this
You
guy's
said
like,
you got the walkie-talkie.
yeah. All right, Anton, check this out too. All right, so this guy, so a number calls me from Chicago, and I'm like, all right, who's this? Let me just answer it, because who knows, right? So I'm like, hello, and he's like, hello, sir. How are you doing? And I was like, who is this? And he's like, I just want to call about. I'm calling about. And I was like, what? He said, I'm calling about your phone line or your phone plan, or your phone something. I said, I don't have a phone line. And he said, sir, am I not talking to you on either a business or a private phone line? And I said, no, it's a walkie-talkie. And he goes, oh, okay, sir, okay. And then hangs up. No, sir, I'm on a walkie-talkie.
What a walkie-talkie.
Bro, that just came to me like that. Bow. Like, that's a bit right there.
That was
Oh,
pretty good.
I didn't even pull that off. That's funny.
It just came out. No, I'm on a walkie-talkie. Like, that shit's funny. It's funny in the moment. It's probably not a good bit, but this shit was funny in the moment. All right, so
That's
then,
hilarious.
what else happened, Hannah? You don't see something.
That was
else
it.
No, someone else called me.
Jimmy.
Fuck. No, yeah, I know Jimmy did, but
I don't think you told me somebody else.
anyways, okay. So I keep getting all these calls. I get spam text messages. I'm done with this
All
old
the
number.
time. I'm tired of the spam ones. They be like,
Honestly,
hey, you need to update your VoIP card. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got no VoIP card.
you just got in the distance again. Whatever you just touched went to boom in the distance.
You pressed remove from
What
conversation.
about right now?
Mhm.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Should be crazy loud.
I can definitely whatever you just did definitely did something, but it's
loud.
no, you're not loud.
You're not crazy. You're like normal. You went from like distant to normal, almost.
Plug it in all the way.
That's
Oh, I
what
just
she
heard
said.
my echo. Anyways, my first beer in a couple days. You guys believe that?
Nope.
I stopped drinking it's not a New Year's resolution. I'm just not drinking for a long time.
Dry January.
Dry January.
Dry
Whatever.
January. It is, man. Alcohol's
I'm not
bad.
drinking either because I didn't have any alcohol. I just didn't go to the store and
Well, this is my last
things
one.
like that work, you know.
Yeah,
It's your
just
last
don't
one,
buy
so-
it. I got 6 beers in the house in case shit go down. Speaking of going down,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on in the world today?
I've been working all day. Tell me
Bro,
what's
wait a minute.
up.
All right,
I should have been
so-
there.
All right, so we got
Your
the Georgia-
people acting crazy at us.
And by your people, Hannah means,
Have you been following it?
Yes. I stopped because I had so much to do today, bro.
Sure.
I cannot stay glued. Like if it
We
was my
got time
job,
for
it
that.
should be. Oh my god, to be like a journalist, like a investigative journalist. is
Somebody
insane.
died.
Yeah, somebody got shot in the chest, man. Some lady.
Some
Shot.
lady.
I don't know if it's been confirmed, but that's
Uh
This
oh.
is me.
I didn't
Out
know
of
somebody
all
died.
the things the president could have gone down for, this will be it. This will be the straw
What?
camel's back. Yes.
What?
Because first of all, what is your goal other than mayhem?
Oh
When you
yeah.
tweet, when you tweet
Yeah.
something, Mike Pence, Vice President Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what needed to be done today.
What was he gonna do?
How about this?
Have
Let's
you been?
let's
Have
put
you
it in
been?
a different context.
Yeah.
What if I said, like I don't know. I just feel like that's a threat, like that's a sublime. It's a sublime, right? It's a subliminal.
What? 5
So
hours ago, he
first,
said,
so
"Hey,
here's it.
wait."
Here's what needs to be done. So Mike Pence has a formality as the vice president to certify the Senate, the House, the Senate, right? So the Senate election, like, the runoff that's going on in Georgia, after it's the final state, he certifies it. It's not even a real it's not even one of those things that it's just a formality. He literally burns a piece of wax and gives it his seal of appeal. He hands it off to somebody, you know what I mean? Like, other people are actually doing work. It's like saying, like, the Queen of England is going to knight you. Yeah, she did the sword shit, but I was in the back doing the paperwork. All right. Other people are doing the paperwork. Right. So all these people who are confirmed as the senators about to be like, yo, you part of this group. Warren, all the two guys from Georgia, Ossoff or Ossoff, however the hell his name are, Warnock and Ossoff. We're Warnock in our Ossoff. The name of that t-shirt. I saw a t-shirt that said,
Oh shoot! But wait. Both of the Democrats won in Georgia.
yes.
Oh.
They flipped Georgia on the popular vote for the presidency, and then for the Senate, like, yo, so the House is controlled by the Democratic Party.
I had no
Put this
idea.
in perspective. If Obama was president and the House was controlled by the Republican Party, and he couldn't get shit done, he'd be like, all right, I got a plan, Obamacare, and they're like, blah, blah, all this shit.
Anton, this is your dream come true. Look at
This
you.
is not my dream come true. This is just very
Anton.
first time in a long time. I want to say maybe 92 when Clinton was president.
This is the first. Listen, you ain't been this happy since Obama won. I
I'm
bet.
not saying I'm happy. I'm saying that this is strange, man. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Listen, what's crazy to me is, like, I thought that I couldn't be surprised by anything that Donald Trump has done.
I'm shocked right now.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
No,
that
listen.
he called Mike Pence out on Twitter, bro.
When?
This morning, like 2 minutes after it happened. And guess
The
what?
tweet. Put it up on the screen.
Bro, all right. So
No,
Mike
they
Pence-
suspended him for 12 hours.
Check this.
Twitter suspended Donald Trump.
Yes. So listen, wait. So, because he can only cause harm at this point. So Mike Pence is
He's
supposed to go in. This is
banned.
like this. All right, Mike, listen.
I'm in shock.
You are president. You are president. You are Donald Trump. I'm Mike Pence. You know, this morning we talk like, yo, bro, hey, when you go in there, don't certify that shit. That's you to me. And I'm like, yeah, I got you, Mike. No problem, man. Don't worry. Make America great again. All that bullshit. Yep. Operation Warp Speed. I got it. Don't worry. And I go in there and I'm like, yo, get this motherfucker out of office.
Oh, true.
Bitch, go. Your right hand man. Listen to me. You have no more friends. You burned every bridge. The only bridge you would have would be one bridge to Russia and one bridge to Saudi Arabia. Like, those are the only two bridges you have. Those are strong bridges. Those are pretty solid bridges. I would pick up and go with what's his name, Steven Seagal and Dennis Rodman. I would take my ass to North Korea or to Russia or to one of the allies that love me. But anyway, so Mike Pence has to be escorted out of Washington D.C., Capitol Hill, by the Secret Service
Today?
escort. Yes, and they have suspended. It was like 2 hours suspended. They haven't even. I don't think they're going back in. They took a recess all day.
This is crazy.
What happened? You know what happened? Proud Boys stormed the state capitol with guns and start fighting the police. The irony it is, motherfuckers have the back to blue flags and they're poking the police with a back to blue flag. How can you have a slogan that is for the police and you go out there and you antagonize the police and attack the police?
This is crazy.
On the same front.
This is
the
crazy.
last time that this happened, that the state capitol was stormed with guns, military assault rifles and shotguns and shit, was when the Black Panther Party did it in 1967. That was the first time America had suspended the Second Amendment rights to only to Black Americans. You know, like it stopped. I was like, okay, we have to have gun reform because this is crazy. All right, we look when we wrote that right to bear arms, we didn't mean y'all Negroes. All right? We meant us.
Right. We
Y'all
met
You
us.
gotta learn how to train, and you are legally using your rights that we are going to suspend. That is not-
Wow. This is
is riot.
crazy.
This is a riot. This is a terrorist group, and it's been incited by the president himself. And he should be suspended on Twitter. If anything, he should be jailed for this.
No, what they need to do is let him have 4 more years.
And get all of his cronies on RICO cases. Every motherfucker who went down and tweeted something should be inside. If you get him on inciting a riot, you get everybody else who was in there with him, and you charge them all at the same time.
This is crazy.
You can send 200 Republicans to jail in one fucking case.
YouTube deletes his video. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Now, when this is happening, listen, when Mike Pence is not on your side, when fucking Mitch McConnell is not on your side, when Bill Barr is not on your side, when all of these Republicans are saying step down, except for the crazy, only people who have still behind you are the QAnon conspiracy theory people.
Listen,
They're racist
listen.
and scary and blatant.
maybe, but this is also like there's a
Maybe,
the
without a
first
doubt, nobody else, no sane Republican is behind him. They're to a point where they want to create a new Republican Party, a new party. I don't blame them.
yeah. They
now
messed that whole
fuck it.
thing up. Yeah.
You can't advertise that shit no more. You never gonna get another
Okay. For the record, Republicans, no. Republicans fucked up by defending him throughout this whole thing. Like, if they could have seen that this was gonna happen, you were gonna lose everything. Like, they would have done something different. Like,
Yeah,
3 years ago.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, 3 years
Come on,
ago. Yeah,
Come
for
on,
sure.
if you look, if you'd have known you'd be at where you at right now, would you have did some
But-
shit a little bit differently?
But freedom of speech. What you
But
mean?
this is not about speech, man. This is about inciting riots, bro. This is
What did he
about-
say? I want to know what he said.
Bro, no. What he said was Mike Pence didn't have the courage to get it done. Okay? By you antagonizing the vice president, okay? If I go to North Korea, if I go to China, if I go to Thailand, if I go to Argentina, if I go to Brazil and I say X so-and-so didn't have the courage to get it done, I'd be shot in the fucking head. That's a political threat, in my
Maybe.
opinion. By you saying you didn't have the courage to do what? The courage to discombobulate the American democracy?
Discombobulate.
Didn't have the courage to lie to the American people like you have been the whole time? Get your clown ass out of here.
This is
Make America
interesting.
great
This is
again.
crazy.
Homie done. He's done, bro. He's done.
All right. Honestly, though, to me, I don't know what he said, but to me, if we're gonna, because the thing is, like,
And then
people-
look, he saved his ass real quick. He went on there like, hey, don't
No
be
violence.
violent at
Yeah.
the Capitol.
I saw
Blah.
that. I
He
saw
was like,
that.
"See, I didn't incite no riot." Okay, if you hadn't felt as though what you said prior to was going to lead to violence, you wouldn't need to protect that with further statements, right?
Maybe.
If I call you a bitch, right, and then afterwards, I mean, Hannah, you know, I mean, like not like a bitch, but like, you know, kind of like being. I shouldn't have said it if it was not what I meant to say, right? Hey, Mike, whatever you said that somebody intended wrong to Lindsay,
Listen.
maybe you shouldn't have said it.
I have the freedom of speech. I got the First Amendment. I got 6 guns in the other room. Like, I just cleaned them all. I
Hey,
just cleaned
no,
all
no,
my
listen to
guns.
me. Listen to me. Proud Boys were chanting, "Fuck Mike Pence." in
Oh,
Washington, D.C. Fuck
dang.
Mike Pence.
Why's your face
Mike
just got so
Pence
bright?
Is the most conservative. Is
Hey,
the most
why's your
Republican-
face so bright right now?
What? Because I'm. What you want me dark?
Turn the light on.
It looked like something around your chin just lit up when you started talking about Mike Pence.
It was like a
I don't know.
halo.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, the perfect Christian Pence.
Wow.
Uh,
Things are crazy. All right, so Trump 2024.
bro, listen to me. He's going to prison. He's going
He's
to prison.
All right,
You know what,
let me
Mike?
say,
You
let's
know
do
what
this.
Mike Pence didn't certify? You know what? The main reason he didn't he certified the election because had he not, he would be liable for the charges that are going to be implemented by knowing and being associated
Maybe.
with
All
Donald
right.
Trump. That means
Let's put it
you
this way.
are guilt in the participation. It's like, look, you shot the gun, but I drove you there. I want to go too.
Anton,
Go to
I'll say
jail.
this. The fact is that you've been right a lot, so I'm gonna agree with you at this point.
Man, listen to me.
He's studying the law. Aren't you trying to be a lawyer?
Look, yes, I follow this.
Me and
shit.
you aren't studying the law.
You see, because look, the way
Listen.
that the average American sees an argument is totally flawed.
All right, if
Totally
they ban
false.
Trump, I'm deleting Twitter. Let's put that out there.
You
Freedom
better-
of
you better- If
speech.
you guys look,
Wait.
what fingers? Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Oh shit!
Drake,
This
Drake
is
already
crazy.
rapped about this.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to say this is I forgot. I don't even know what podcast number this is. I'm so fucked up.
12
Hey,
maybe?
This is-
11?
This is what is
13?
what? This is 12, 12,
I
13?
don't know.
This is
I don't
13.
know. My
This is
bad.
chapter 2. This is chapter 2 or volume 2, episode
Season
1.
2.
No.
Season
no,
2.
no.
Season
I think
2,
it's season
episode 1.
2.
Yeah,
It's a
this
new
is season
year.
2.
It's a new year. We can
This is
start
episode
season
1.
2.
I
I'm
just
with
Season
Hannah.
2,
Season 2, episode 1.
Episode 1,
No.
2021.
no. No.
What do you mean, no?
Okay, I like that you want that, but no, we have to get to 1,000 or whatever. Like we can't. We got to keep going. We can't. Yes. Yeah.
Joe
No,
does
no,
it.
no,
You don't have to do it like Joe Rogan does it.
I'm not doing it like Joe. I'm doing like
This
every.
other podcast.
We got 12 episodes. Season.
This other podcast, they got like 18. They already
we
went
got
to season
26
2. You do
episodes.
whatever the fuck you want. It don't
There
matter.
you
There ain't
go.
no rules.
Hey, I like
Ain't no
Hannah.
rule.
Hannah is
Well, we're gonna
unhinged.
do 100 before
Unhinged
episode
this
2. You
season.
ever watch an episode, a TV series on Netflix? It's like this one had two shows in that season. This one had 27.
you
Nobody
heard Hannah.
fucking cares. There's no rules.
See,
It's what do you want to do?
Spoken.
Season 2. Here we go.
I like season 2, episode 1.
Or
What are
you
the
go to
seasons?
go to the archives.
Seasons. This is volumes. You go volumes. You go seasons. If you want to do a full length audio book,
Go,
it's a
go to the
volume.
archives and look up the number, Ron. And then if you don't want to do the what we want to do, then you can change it to what you want to do by yourself.
Down with that, Hannah. Season 2.
We barely had
I
a
think-
season 1.
What do you mean barely? We got like 12 episodes. We start in August. It's a new year. Why can we not be on to season 2? I mean, give me a good reason. You don't have anything.
He ain't got
You
nothing.
the things you said, I
Hannah's
combated.
coming at your head, bro.
I want
I'll do
to
it.
accumulate a number.
Okay, how many number? What's the numbers?
All of them, thousands.
All right, so look up what
Okay,
number
so
we're on.
you-
If you're gonna announce what number we're on, you need to know what number we're on.
Listen, I'm sorry.
What
Look
you
at
doing,
Anton's in
Anton?
here twice. Look how creepy he looks.
He's like, you just cloned yourself? What's going on?
He's not talking though, so we can't hear. He's gonna about to echo us. Oh shit! Why'd you do that?
No, I'm not.
You creepy ass dude.
Come on, check the archives. I'm on my phone. I can't.
Check the archives, Hannah said.
It's okay. I'm gonna get
If
it
you want to
together.
be season 1,
Things have gotten difficult for me holiday wise, you know, it's life. So
Blah,
I'm gonna catch my-
Check the archives. Hannah
Oh
said.
my Hannah, you're being so mean.
I mean,
Okay,
what
yeah.
you're
She's-
saying.
she's like, Hannah, are you saying that I don't have anything better to do?
I'm saying you're using the holidays as excuses. No one else celebrated the holidays.
No one else edits this podcast.
Okay, sure, yeah,
Thank you.
but
That's what I'm saying. I'm behind. I'm behind for a reason because the things that have happened in life. Okay.
all right.
So
Well, we
That's all I'm
can't
saying.
announce the number if we don't know what we're on. That's all I'm saying. That's why
Yeah,
I was
you're
trying to
right.
save us with season 2, episode 1, and we could have just been on a good roll.
I
going
mean,
forward.
time flies when you're talking about Trump.
All right, so
I can't believe this motherfucker is banned right now. I'm shocked.
bro, I can't. You know what that means? There slowly means that you're losing more and more power each day. So
Yeah.
his bum ass is out of here. You fucking out of here.
You fucking out of here. Wow. I didn't think this would happen.
It's interesting to watch how politics has to move in the public eye. See, before it wasn't so public. You'd be like, hey, they said we can't vote. Can't vote. What you gonna do? Try not to get killed by the KKK?
This is crazy.
Like,
The
back
fact
in the
is,
day.
I don't know. To
No.
me, you had 60. How many millions of people voted for this dude? It's like, what are you doing, Twitter?
Yeah.
Like that's your plan? Like to me, I get that he's inciting. I understand that there are violent people because of his tweets, or that are being violent, and then his tweets are in question.
Oh,
because
but
of what he said.
Twitter let porn on there, and they ain't-
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't agree with like his like stopping his platform, but I agree with like turn it off if you don't want to hear it. I'm more like that. Like, oh, cursing
This
on the
is
radio.
not good.
Yeah, turn it off.
Like there are
No.
literally, like you know how many
So
people.
that is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're right. There is full porn, ass, everything, titties, everything's on
Yeah.
Twitter, and they're gonna ban him
Full porn
for.
ass titties. Full porn
No, there's
ass titties.
full anal, like anal
There's
vision.
Full,
You know.
full porn. Full.
Kinda.
Porn ass titties.
Like they've got cameras probably on
Better?
Twitter where you're in the asshole and the dick comes in.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
be that.
we gotta get banned for that one.
Hannah, you're
Yeah,
supposed
but
to,
we
you're
are
supposed to put the flag up. Stop.
Yeah, but look, if it was a comment to get banned for, it was that one.
That was rest in
Frodo
peace.
on the Twitter.
Listen,
All right, so
freedom of speech.
check
If I
with
want to
this
talk about a
Yeah,
camera
so
in an
I'll
asshole
say
that may or
this:
may
his
not
freedom
exist.
But the problem with this freedom of speech, which the misconception about freedom of speech is that you can say what you want to say.
Say
not
what
true.
you want to say.
It's not true.
Say
Say what you
wanna
mean to say.
Oh yeah, that's
Say
what it
what you
was.
mean to say.
You don't even have the song
John
right.
Mayer.
Wow, this is amazing.
So you can't say exactly what you want to say. I can't say fuck you XXX whoever, I'm going to kill you.
This is crazy. I need
There
to
are-
get the
there are a lot-
update.
like it depends. So it depends. How about this? It always depends. And in this situation, no pun intended with his old ass, it depends on y'all catch that later. It depends on how influential you are. It's like this. If I say, you know what, I feel like the mindset, I mean in the mindset, but before I pretense that, I feel like slavery is a choice, right? I say that. You say,
What's his name?
wow, Anton, that's wild.
Kanye.
That's wild, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, but
with
we talked
dating a
about
client,
freedom of speech.
there's a client. Yeah, freedom of speech. And that is your freedom of speech is your freedom of press, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion. All right. Those are
Okay,
three
great.
things.
Yeah.
So no religion was abused today. Nobody said anything, against anybody's religion.
Okay.
Freedom of assembly. You can assemble at the state capitol. You just can't barge in and start fighting the police
Okay.
and having
No
assault
one.
rifles.
No one's saying that's okay. I'm saying Donald Trump
It's
was
a lot.
banned on Twitter.
Listen to me. If what you said on Twitter causes a riot, then your Twitter privileges should be taken away because you're using that platform under the veil of freedom of speech to insinuate hate, murder, injuries. Somebody was killed today. How about this? If you didn't tweet that Mike Pence is a bitch or as a coward, basically the same thing.
can't
If-
prove
look,
that.
You a coward. It's like you a
Can't
bitch,
prove that.
Mike Pence. He said it on his Twitter. Listen to
Listen,
me. It's not
stop.
proven. I say this
Donald-
in the absence.
Look
in the
at this guy.
absence.
Look at
in
this
the
guy.
absence
He's still gonna defend
Listen,
Donald Trump
in
right
the
now. He gonna stand.
absence
He's gonna
of
stand.
that tweet, would a woman been look right after he tweeted that shit? They start chanting "fuck Mike Pence" and they stormed the Capitol. If he wouldn't have tweeted that shit, that lady wouldn't be shot in the chest. He needs to go to jail.
Listen.
Homie need to go to jail.
Here's
Go
his,
to jail.
Let's
She
see what
made the
his
choice
rebuttal
to
is.
be there.
What's his rebuttal gonna be? What was he gonna say?
Listen,
What could he
by
possibly
me
say?
making a choice to be at a grocery store or a movie theater or a school or a church doesn't deserve me to be killed.
No,
right?
that person
Me
who
being
killed
at a
you is
country
the fault.
concert. All right, the person who killed you. What's the
Yeah.
motivation? Don't they always ask? What's the motivation behind the man in Tennessee or Nashville who just blew up the fucking RV? What's
It
the
doesn't. It like you
5G
can't You can motivate
conspiracy
someone to kill
QAnon?
people. What are you saying?
I guess the same
You need to
argument.
read the law books.
No. Listen, Eminem. Let's make two extreme examples. Eminem
Yeah.
and Donald Trump.
Correct.
Eminem talks about his life and his fictitious adventures. All right. I
Right.
did this to my ex. I cut her fucking throat. I pistol whip a bouncer. Blah 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 blah. I. Me.
All
Okay.
right.
Donald Trump is out there like, hey, stand down and stand by. That is instruction.
No, it is not.
That is instruction. Eminem's words are not go to Columbine, grab your mama's assault rifle, walk up in the school, see the bitch.
Okay,
you was hollering
Eminem.
at.
Eminem.
Like-
No, he didn't, and
No.
he also didn't
And
get prosecuted.
How about this? How about this? And even if
You're
he
correct.
did,
Freedom of speech.
Eminem is not the president of the United States, the person who is supposed to lead the country and protect the people. Your
Hey.
job as president is
I
number
think
one.
he's
is to
doing
lead and
good. I
protect.
think you keep pursuing
I'm-
your law
I'm
degree.
saying.
I think you're gonna do well.
What I'm saying is, if I am the police, right? I
You're gonna have
can't
to
be
deal
the
with
police.
Crazy
No,
ass
no.
people that try and
It's
tell
the
you what to
same
do.
thing with these
They didn't
police
even
officers.
study this.
Listen, it's the same thing with these police officers who've been in trouble for, as police officers putting mug shots on his Christmas
the
tree.
same.
George Floyd and other people who've died. Only black people have been killed by cops this year.
Only?
Okay,
not
that's
only.
weird. No, it was a fucking cop doing that, putting people's pictures who were killed by police officers, putting their
Okay,
mugshot up
that
there
guy
like,
sounds
oh,
like
they
he
deserve
has
that.
a problem.
Okay, how about this? How about the 3 cops that went
He needs
back
therapy.
what about the 3 cops that went back to the site where they choked the boy out and then gave him some damn poison and gave him a heart attack, and they went there and then posed on Instagram and took photos and passed them around? If you're a cop, your point is, your objective is to protect and serve. All right. If you ain't
Serve and
protecting,
protect. Serve then.
if you ain't protecting and serving, or serving and protecting, you doing something wrong. Your president, what's the president job? You ain't doing your fucking job. Bro, somebody bombed a fucking major city in America, and you keep talking about people can't count? You keep talking about some motherfucker election, you lost, bro. Do the best you can. to
Oh,
drive
with Nashville.
good. Yeah, never
Yeah.
mentioned it. Didn't talk about it. Ain't no thoughts and prayers. None of that shit. I told you that shit don't work. People talking all bullshit. Thoughts and prayers.
Okay, I'm not defending the man, the myth, the legend, Donald
What are you
Trump.
defending? His
I'm
right
defen-
to insinuate riots?
No,
Because freedom of
like,
speech-
okay,
freedom of speech doesn't allow you to insinuate riots. and
yeah,
you
but
listen to me.
okay, time out. There's a big difference between saying, "Hey,
It's gonna hydrate.
everybody needs to go down to the Capitol building right now with their guns and shoot people." That's wrong.
There's also not a big difference between holding my Rottweiler next to your fucking kid and I'm waiting for your tweet and I do this. Get him. That's what he did. He let the dogs off the leash with the fucking tweet, and you knew that could happen. Even if it's just a possibility. Do you want to take
Maybe.
the chance? It's like, oh, I'm not gonna wear my seatbelt. And the one time you get hit in a head-on collision, fly out your motherfucking window and die. You knew it was a possibility, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
Put
your
yourself in that
choice.
situation, and that was your choice. However, you can't do that when you're like driving with children or a bus driver or the leader of the fucking free world.
Can't do what?
Drive with your seatbelt off, or
Sure you
drunk, or
can.
incapacitated.
You can, but okay. So regardless, like
you have the
you don't
ability
ha-
to,
you don't have a right to drive drunk.
and you don't have a right to insinuate a riot.
No, you
while-
don't. You don't have
Did
that
all
right.
right, how about this? Did he have prior knowledge of the people armed and dangerous on the state capitol? Did he have
I
prior
have
knowledge?
no idea. I have no
How
idea.
about this? Let's go to his tweets. Let's go
What
to
did
Twitter.
his
Let's look at the
tweets that
first-
he banned that they banned
let's do
say?
this. Let's do this. Let's go to the first Twitter. Oh, he's banned, so you can't even look at his Twitter.
No, they literally pulled those tweets that
so
whatever
you
they
can't see
were.
nothing. So
No.
you can't even go back to today. That lets you know right there he violated policy on Twitter.
Okay.
He didn't
Fuck
violate
Twitter's
American rights.
policies.
He violated-
Listen.
How
the
about
fact,
this? No.
listen.
The fact of a private company. Look, you can smoke weed in Colorado, but if your job say don't smoke weed, if your apartment building
That's
say don't smoke weed
different.
here,
That's
you
different.
violate the policy, right?
Yeah,
So
no.
Twitter said,
Okay.
You got your First Amendment, bitch,
No,
but
no,
you
no.
violated
Yeah.
our policy.
No, you're
That's
correct.
how he got kicked
You-
off
you're,
Twitter.
you're right about that. That you're exactly right. That Twitter is a private company. They get to make the rules, and if he's violating the rules, then he's good. But the fact is, it's like you're like, how many people? Like, you're just
He's
monitoring him.
irresponsible. He's irresponsible. That's what he's irresponsible wielding his power. That's like me having a gun, leaving it unlocked with children around in my home. That's what I'm doing. I have a right to have this gun. He has a right to say the things that he's going to say. However, what would likely can happen if I leave it unchained, unlocked? Well, what if a little kid shoot himself? What if somebody shoot me? You know, that's the issue there. It's a big what if. And if there is a possibility that something can happen, you are at fault because you are the president of the United States and you should fucking know better. You're a grown ass man.
All right, here's
know
what he
better.
said. Here's what he said. If this is bad.
They got the screenshots. They
If you-
screenshot. Their
But I don't know
websites
if he.
are
I
screenshotting
think he
shit.
said this like
You
in a
could
video.
Google Twitter. Oh, what did he say? Oh, he went on there with like a selfie, like, "Hey, yo."
He was like, if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. Let the weak ones get out. This is a time for strength. And then his lawyer.
That
Rudy-
sounds like the beginning of the movie Purge.
It does.
Like
Rudy,
it sounds like it was like you said. Let me set the tone.
Rudy
you know?
Giuliani said, let's have a trial by combat. Oh, no. Rudy
Jail.
Giuliani.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what? Rico, jail. Rudy Giuliani, you going to jail too. You going down. Any associate should go down. Kelly Loeffler or Loeffler. What's that chick from Georgia? Oh my God, the QAnon chick. I don't know how she got on. She better shut the fuck up.
This
With
is
these
crazy.
People, listen to me. I don't think you should have the right to spew conspiracy theories.
Yes, you
like
can.
this. No. You shouldn't have the right to.
You do.
No.
It's
As a
America.
senator. No, it's not. But
It's
there's
America.
things called facts, bro. That's
It's
like
America.
doctors going out here lying to people purposely.
Listen,
There's
it's a
one thing to
freedom
be
of
ignorant.
speech.
Freedom to spew hate and misinformation and disinformation.
Listen, is it illegal? Okay, this is interesting
All
topic.
right, so look, people spew misinformation all the time, and people spew disinformation purposely. All right, misinformation is me being misinformed about something. Oh, it wasn't a lady that got shot in the chest; it was a guy. I said a lady. You know, that would be misinformation.
Sure.
Intentionally saying 10 people got shot at a Black Lives Matter rally and nobody made a complaint. One lady got shot at the Trump rally and everybody bitching.
But
That's
then by you
disinformation.
saying that, then people can say, no, you're wrong. Like, this is what's actually true.
However, we're in an age where information comes so fast.
They used to
By
say
the
that,
time
listen,
you try to fact check this shit,
maybe,
it's so far gone, bro.
Maybe.
It's so far gone.
but
Listen
the
to me.
fact that we're
I
all
could-
free
listen.
Americans at this point, the fact that we got to
The
hear
fact
was a
that
freedom of speech.
That the fact that more than 74 million motherfuckers back this dude, that's a problem. Listen, he didn't lose like get your weak ass out. You got 20 million votes and Joe Biden got like 160. He lost like, bro, that was a tough ass game. They shit.
This is
that was
really
some
crazy,
over,
though.
bro. This is double overtime now. All right. This is double OT. Like it wasn't like my man lost like a weak ass. All right. Therefore, there are people who still back his ideologies. And there are people out there who are diehard. They're not going to
This is
admit that they're
crazy.
wrong.
All right,
You know
let's-
this. Look, Hannah and Mike, in psychology, refuting and tearing down somebody's beliefs is the same. You get the same psychological pain as like me stabbing you. Your beliefs are wrong. And it's like, oh, that hurts physically because that's what your brain is like wired to believe already. You already see the world from that view. And to realize, to have an epiphany, people ain't about to go out here and admit they're wrong. They're just gonna start a new group. They're just gonna start a new group. The new Republican Party. That's what it's gonna be. They ain't even
All right.
gonna be creative.
This is crazy. The problem is that I'm so uninformed about what the fuck happened or what he said, and I get that he's fucked
It
up
does
and he
not matter.
says dumb shit.
It does not matter. How about this? How about it does not matter what you say? How about this? If you are done, you should be doing You're the
Other
president.
shit.
You agreed to these formalities. Look, bro, you ain't even really been the president since November 3rd. All right.
But
Or
they
November
stole.
10th, or
But they
whenever
stole
call
the
it.
election.
All right. But now that we realize that shit is wrong, obviously on your phone call, you admit that they didn't.
I didn't
You
hear that
keep saying,
either.
Bro,
I didn't hear that
fucking
either.
He asked the senator of fucking, he's like, look, in Georgia, he's like, look, I just need you to find me
1,000 votes.
850 votes or some shit. I just need, hey, Mike, look, I just need you to find me. All right, look, find me some money. All right, I just need 200. You need to go find me $200.
That is crazy.
You want me?
Listen,
Wait, you want me to
For the
steal?
record,
You want me
I
to steal
don't
it?
believe that violence is bad. Violence is bad.
course,
Inciting
everybody.
violence is bad. Just for the record of the podcast. This is
Hey,
crazy.
if Kim Kardashian went on the internet and did something and was like,
Yeah.
if you Beyonce went on there and was like, if you fuck with me, punch your husband. How many men getting punched in the motherfucking ear tonight? Like, now, I think he's more of a coward because he is so cryptic with his language. He moves like a rapper. Like, I ain't gonna name drop. Well, he name dropped. He said Mike Pence is a coward. What's a synonym for coward? Bitch.
Yeah. Not good. Not
Basically
good.
said, Mike, all right, what do you think is going to happen if you're a coach of a track team? Hannah, you gotta look, Hannah.
She can't
gotta
hear you
put the
yet. Her headphones
back
aren't in.
on.
Yeah. Stop bringing our professions into this shit. We're not politicians and we're not.
I'm getting people to realize this. I'm just saying, look, all right, Hannah, you're a track coach, and in front of all your athletes, Hannah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
In front of all your athletes, all right, in front of the whole at the biggest invitational in the nation, you go, fuck my assistant coach, bitch ass, ain't got no courage, couldn't do what needs to be done.
Bitch ass, you're putting words into this guy's
All
mouth
right,
at
how
this
about
point.
this? How about this? Look, somebody say I ain't got no courage. They just calling me a bitch to my face. Like, you gonna share that shit on Twitter? You pull up. Mike Pence had to dip the fuck out. He didn't have the courage. His ass had to get out of there. He like, look, I got vacation coming up. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I got days that I'm gonna lose if I don't.
That's funny.
Mike Pence is scared for his motherfucking life right now. You know why he's scared for his life? You know why? Eric Trump went on TV and was like, anybody who opposes my father, any Republican senator, will when re-election time come around, watch your back. Like, you know what that means? That man has dirt on everybody. You think he ain't got no dirt on Mike Pence? He gonna show a photo of Mike Pence alone with another woman in the room that ain't his wife. I'm like, you want me to send this to somebody? First of all, that's called tampering with the witness. If it's an investigation going on, better watch yourself. I'm telling you. Listen to me. Let's talk about these pardons. This motherfucker pardoned about 50 criminals. I'm talking about the lowest motherfuckers on there for like millions in tax evasion.
He knew what he was doing.
And like, listen, he getting favors. You think that I'm gonna
Listen,
get pardoned and be a
They
billionaire?
all do it. They all do it.
That doesn't justify. We need to get past that. No, let's set it for from this day forward. I don't give a
Okay.
fuck what happened before. That's like saying, oh, they did that. It wasn't me. They all do it. Everybody like
The problem is, in
the
my
status
opinion,
quo.
what's really bad is that they all do it, and it is their right
Yeah,
as
and change the status quo.
Okay, yeah. Well, not just no, it's not. It's not
What do you mean
because
a right?
society
A right
changes.
to be pardoned. A right
So
to
change.
pardon criminals.
You got to change the
We
law.
need to
Then
change-
you know.
Yeah, we need to change the law. Agreed.
Yeah,
no
that's
doubt.
fine.
Sitting president upon defeat cannot, after it's been declared that you are a loser, do anything else but go out and shake hands and kiss motherfucking babies and clean up the shit that you left behind here. All right.
But then they'll just do it before the election. You know what I mean? They'll
Joe
just,
Biden has to get a new Secret Service.
Joe Biden has
That-
to
He gotta
live
get
to
a
the
new-
20th.
Yeah, that's a whole other week. That motherfucker, he be taking he go to the Mayo Clinic once a month. They like, get your ass on this treadmill with all the tubes and shit on his chest. Joe Biden doing a Gatorade commercial every month, like, how I'm looking. What's my threshold, boss?
That's so funny. This is crazy. This whole
Joe
thing is
Biden is all a
crazy.
straight vegan, organic, locally grown. Fucking, he eats oatmeal, a poached egg, and fresh squeezed orange juice in the morning. Shit.
Dang, look at
Oh
Joe
my
Biden.
gosh.
America is so much better than what we're seeing today. Woo!
That's all you got to do. Kill his
What
ass
the
with
heck?
success.
AOC said impeach. He's out. What are you saying?
Impeach him. That would be the last. Like, listen, you didn't lose.
Oh,
the
you didn't get
election.
to
You got
finish.
kicked the fuck out.
Oh,
You that
I got
weak.
you.
You ain't even a one-term president. Didn't even motherfucking Jimmy Carter. Hell
I got
yeah.
you. I got you.
Impeach his ass. Put him up there with Nixon.
I
Who
got
else
you.
was impeached? Andrew Jackson? I think Andrew Jackson should have been impeached if he wasn't. I think it was about 3 presidents impeached. I need to look that
Oh
up.
man, this is so interesting. I'm like catching up right now. This is
Bro, it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
This is
So
listen, I've
think- listen, I
refused
think
to
this.
admit my.
I think if anybody spews conspiracy theories and you hold office, there should be something in the law that says, look, you cannot come here with these views, unsubstantiated views. We will hear all views that are backed with evidence, research results. There's not been
Listen,
one single piece
not
of
true.
evidence
Listen,
which this election was stolen
Hey,
from this man.
listen,
That man don't have one
listen.
piece of evidence.
the Clintons had Epstein assassinated.
Hey, that's good for the country in South Beach. That's good for South Beach. Little girls are safe in South Beach. And
I'm
the only
saying,
reason-
is that a conspiracy
and
theory?
look, hold up. Epstein started doing this shit in like 2004.
Bill Clinton rode on his plane 28
hold
times.
up,
28 times.
hold up. Bill Cosby and R. Kelly been out there for decades. Weinstein, decades, bro. Decades.
Weinstein.
They moved on. Look, they moved on R. Kelly and Bill Cosby quick. I'm talking about like quick
Maybe.
with the quickness, bro.
Maybe.
It's sad. But yeah, people should stop. Hey, you know what it is? It's the QAnon group feels as though they don't
QAnon.
have a voice. They don't have a voice. They're this middle group of people that don't got shit to complain about. You know, it's like this millennial group of people, and they're just like, well, I don't know, shit. I don't want to read. That's that group. Like most of them, look, is a trend. Uneducated beyond high school, probably ain't held a job for a year, never held a job for longer than a year. Parents cut them off, so now they pissed. Bitch and moan about everything, and they used to be the bullies in high school. Now they got nobody riding with them because it ain't cool to be cool no more, you know. But this needs to stop. There's a long overhaul for America, and with the Democrats flipping the Senate and the House, bro, shit is coming. Y'all better watch out. Look, transgender laws, LGBT laws, minority laws, underrepresented folks, immigration, climate change, infrastructure. We need faster fucking internet and highways that don't need cars.
That's what I was trying to
We need
say.
stop driving.
Change the world.
Bro, we can't. That's what we should be doing. If America was great, why the fuck our internet so slow? If America was great, why the fuck we still got so many people dying from car accidents a year? Listen to me. First of all, sidebar, I was informing my significant other about the Congolese people who were enslaved by Leopold III in Germany. Homie killed 10 million plus Congolese folks, all right? 10 million plus people. And most people don't know about that. That's a lot of fucking people chopping off arms for the cultivation of rubber. My man became a rubber magnet billionaire, you know? And
That's
people don't know about like this. And this man had a gold statue until the early months of 2020, had a golden statue of him in Germany that was just taken down.
And Trump didn't kill anybody. And look at this. One person died in this thing, you know?
Yeah,
accidentally.
Hitler didn't kill anybody by himself. You know, he just gave great speeches that motivated idiots to go out and do dumb shit.
No. He definitely had
And abuse
policies
their
to kill
power.
people.
Yeah,
No, he definitely had
Yeah,
that.
he used them cryptic ass speeches to go out and have his homeboys,
Oh, no,
all
no.
them Hydra
They
motherfuckers.
literally
Look,
put them in the
yes,
trains.
Yes, yeah.
They were
yeah,
the
yeah.
military and
You
the
don't
whatnot.
think that's the next stage? You don't think that's the
No.
next stage? You don't think what do you think cages are in the borders
No.
of America and Mexico?
The cages were there when
What do you think
Obama
ICE
was there.
does? What do you think ICE does outside of what the people in the Holocaust were doing to the Jews?
Listen, they're
Round
violating
their ass up.
laws.
Are Mexican Americans being round up, stripped from their parents?
They're
and put in
breaking
cages?
into the country illegally. They are breaking laws. That's what that is.
Who is they? The kids?
The people who
kids?
come across the border illegally.
Listen to me. People have
I'm listening to
more-
you.
People have more sympathy for confirmed terrorists and jihadist kids, the children of men who have been jailed or killed from
Who are
from
people?
terrorism, like across the world in different
World.
groups.
Then what? What do you want them to do? All right, I have a question.
All right.
If
so
I'm-
you
if
are
I-
listen to me. If we're a Bible nation, if we're a Christian nation, then therefore the sins of my father are not my own. All right. And so, and also,
What
we
do you
should-
want
we're
them to do
supposed
with
to-
the kids, Anton?
well, if I'm here, I should be taken care of. We have money, we have things
Who?
set aside,
Who?
we have funds,
Who?
the government, immigration.
Who's taking care of these kids?
Listen to me. First of all, like let's talk about this. Number one,
This is a complicated topic. Who is taking care of these kids? You?
well, their parents can take care of them if
Who
they're not
are their
stripped from their
parents?
The parents are coming over. They're
Are
running
they?
from cartels?
All of them.
Majority of these people are running.
Far
to a
as you
better
know.
life.
Okay. Okay.
Dude,
If I
Germany took in
listen,
like 1 million
listen.
motherfuckers from Greece,
Hey,
like they're right-
here's the thing.
like people and
Here's the thing.
refugees from different countries.
Okay, yeah. Sure. But there's also not just that. But listen, if
Okay,
you're
I'm
right,
listening.
if they do a DNA test, which we can do, and it's your parent, your child, and you're coming here and you get put into like on the wait list to get into America or whatever, put into somewhere that they'll take you coming across the border, who's paying for you at this point? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, fine. Then sure. But that's not the case with in all these aspects. In all the cases. The thing is
So
this.
this
it's
is
like,
this is my thing. I don't care about like all the cases. I care about what our law says. Does our law ban people from coming to the country? Yes or no? Because
Illegally.
last time I checked,
illegal.
everybody is an immigrant here except for the Native Americans. And the only people who came
Fuck
here
them up.
who didn't choose to come here are the African Americans. All right. So we got people who own this motherfucker and people who didn't choose to be here. Now you telling me that everybody in Ellis Island came over here correctly and legally after
Yes.
Reconstruction? No, absolutely not. You know what happened? The country made exceptions because they wanted to ward off two groups of people. African Americans were the only people with fucking skills in the late 1800s at this time, right? In the early 1900s.
Are we talking about illegal immigrants
two
or
things.
not?
We're gonna get to that. My point is this: at the time in which Black people was free and Reconstruction was supposed to be happening, we was the only people who knew how to do stuff. White people, for some reason, were lazy. They didn't know how to do shit because they owned everything. And Black folks built the White House, literally. Okay. The second group of people that were here. First of all, most people don't understand that about Reconstruction, in which the Irish, the Polish, and most the Eastern European people who came to America came here with no skill set whatsoever.
Okay, what are we saying?
I'm saying that we have made exceptions for groups of people as long as they're white. As long as they're white. There's never been a problem with people immigrating to America as long as you're white. If you black and brown, it's problems.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying in a nutshell. Without a history lesson, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, so what does that have to do with coming into the country illegally today?
So you say
It's not there's not a
illegally.
law that says, hey, if you're brown, you don't get to come to America today.
Not
There's not.
explicitly. Not explicitly. But what is the pathway to citizenship for these people running for their lives who are needing help? We are a country that extends help to several nations throughout the world. okay? And they don't fucking need our help. North Korea
Listen,
don't need
but
our
the
help.
problem is this isn't Rwanda. We're talking about people that are in bad neighborhoods, like bad situations. That's
Oh, we
like,
talk about the rapists and killers. They running
I'm
for their
saying that
lives, or the people who scared to get raped and killed.
I'm
are running
saying
for
the
fucking lives?
violence that they're experiencing, is their violence more important than our violence?
Absolutely not. I agree with you on that point. I think it's baffling that I think immigration is a good thing, that we should have better laws for people, helping people migrate to the
Okay.
country, immigrate to the country legally,
Sure.
because that puts pressure on what you do for your fucking native citizens. You mean to tell
Sure.
me
Hey,
that
listen,
Hispanics
Anton,
come in here
let me explain something.
illegally and then can become a citizen
Hey.
and have better rights than me?
Let me tell you something. I
My
drive
people been here
across.
for 8
listen,
to 10 generations.
listen. I drive across Kansas every time I come to the state of Colorado. There's plenty of room for whoever the fuck we
There's plenty of
want.
room.
There's
There's
so
room.
much room. It's like, can we put some people here and maybe build something where I can get gas? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There's so much room for all these
Yeah,
people.
but you're talking
If
about
If you're gonna run
the-
out of gas, you're
but
doing
that's
it in
a-
Kansas. That's a
that's
good
a-
point.
But the ideas you're barking up are communist ideas, meaning that
What?
the country is ours and everybody should chip in, and we're the government and we're going to build something right here. I know you own this land,
No.
Mr. Billionaire Kanye West, but guess what? We need a train to run right through this ranch.
No.
So
I'm not-
sorry.
listen, I
you're
don't know
doing
that
that.
I'm preaching for communism. What I am saying is that the fact, okay, who owned the land before America took the shit and said, "This is ours, bitch. Here's
Nobody.
your, nobody."
Nobody.
Wow.
No, who owned America before
Who's-
the
who
Europeans
gets the-
came in, kicked in the door? Before Christopher Columbus?
What about all the
discovered this
people that
bit?
lived here? It wasn't
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah, but that's not how the world. Put it in my equipment. That's not how the world operated at the time.
Listen
Native
to him.
Americans. Listen to me.
Listen,
No
motherfucker,
other-
if you
listen, how
live
about
there,
this?
you own it.
How about this? No other people feel that way towards.
Not
the
true.
land,
I don't
except
know
for,
where I
like-
live.
Except for like.
You were too late.
Americans.
If you were first, you own that motherfucker.
All right, so who owns America?
Who owns the moon, bitch?
Oh my gosh! New topic.
Shayla Booth.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Fuck Donald
my
Trump.
gosh.
Shia LaBeouf. Fuck Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf. What'd they say?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Hey,
can't
no.
remember.
Honestly, all right. Let's take it back.
All right.
Okay.
Go back to it.
So if you come into America, there is a
This
process.
is before it's America. What are we talking about?
Okay, we're talking
But, yeah,
today.
are we talking present day? All right. What are the laws?
What
are the
year?
laws? What are the laws for becoming an
It's-
American citizen?
It's very difficult to become a citizen
very difficult.
today. It is.
Very
Yes.
difficult.
Yes,
Yes.
we can all
Unless
agree.
you're rich.
Yes,
Unless you're rich.
yes.
Unless
Okay.
you marry somebody.
To
Unless
me,
you're rich. Unless you marry somebody.
okay, so for instance, when it comes to progressive ideas, I think it's stupid that a Republican or a conservative has so much to say about a woman's body and about
Yeah.
birth,
Without.
but they're
without a
not
doubt.
but they're not willing to take care of the kids who are alive.
Without a
same
doubt.
way I
We should
feel
not
like-
be concerned with things that don't have anything to do with us, like other people's bodies and biology and other people who don't necessarily live in this country.
Okay.
Until we have to solve hunger and education here.
We are.
and
We're
our
doing both of
problems.
those. Our education system is terrible, but we are solving hunger. Hunger is improving. There's more obese people than hungry people.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are.
that's a crazy thing. That's
It's a
that's the
fact.
messed up part.
It's a fact.
80% of our farms don't feed people.
It's bad, right? There are
It's
bad
really
things
bad.
happening. Okay, but my point is I feel very strongly about things such as think about the fact that there are people incarcerated for marijuana, which is legal.
Yeah.
To me, immediately, if something is now, like if you got in trouble for something that is no longer illegal, you should be out
Yeah.
immediately.
There are a lot of people who
Okay,
are
there's a
being
lot- there's a lot of-
expunged.
Not a lot.
Non,
Not a lot.
non-violent.
It's
crimes
happening, but
again.
it's not a lot. Okay, so beyond that. All right, so that's fucked up. And then our inner cities are fucked up. Like my grandmother watches Chicago news, and it's like how many
Bad news
shootings
to
are
watch.
occurring. And Illinois, what
Bad
I've
news.
learned through being in another state is like Illinois' laws for having guns are stricter than many, many, many places. So it's like, okay,
Very.
you're trying to do things that aren't happening, and in fact, it's like
Yeah,
poverty.
they're making it worse.
It's
They're
like
making it
right.
worse.
it's like
Yeah, I would
poverty
agree with you,
itself
Illinois.
is causing problems, you know? So
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
The main source to most problems are poverty and
yeah,
miseducation.
okay. Okay, so to me, I think it's hypocritical to say, as a Republican, for instance, a conservative, to say, we
You
aren't going
can't
to
have
allow
an
people
abortion.
in, but we're no. Yeah, I already said
Oh,
that. We're not going to allow people in the country, but we're also not going to, because of their because they're fleeing something troubling, like a bad situation. And we're also not going to take care of our problems either. Like we're also
yeah,
going to
yeah,
restrict
yeah.
funds. Okay, so both things are bad. You can't have both.
Yes.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
I
I
am
agree with you.
comfortable with making an initiative to take care of individuals fleeing bad situations in countries if we've also
Once
taken care of
we
ourselves.
solve, hey, charity starts at home. Charity starts at home.
So
Once we solve that,
I don't
agree
like
with you.
to say no to you and say no to us. It's like, no, you
however,
don't get
look,
both.
I can't give you my last dollar, Mr. Homeless Man. I just lost all my money in Vegas and I need to get a bus trip home. So sorry, I
that?
can't help. That's I'm just thinking of an example. My examples were
Yeah, I'm not
always
saying
off
I
the
know
wall.
how to solve it. I'm just saying that there's a problem.
Yeah.
And
There are
now,
definitely problems.
yeah, okay, so fine. All right, so then we take it a step further. It's like, okay, immigration. What's the procedure? Okay, so if the only way I can get into America is if I said I was fleeing something. I was fleeing something for sure. Like I was fleeing everything bad. What? Hey,
Your Honor, it was a
mija,
bad relationship. I'm trying to get
mija,
out of it. She crazy.
tell
I'm
them
just
the
fleeing.
neighborhood want to kill you. Tell them you don't speak English either. No bueno. No hable inglés. Lo siento,
But
por favor.
however, there are arguments that some people have been mistreated and
Yeah.
some people have been
Listen.
awarded things that other people don't have due to your socioeconomic status. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, I can hire a maid from the Philippines easier than you could
Right.
bring a cousin over from another country.
Yeah, true.
You know?
What about all of those Muslims that are enslaved right now? You know what I'm saying? Like there are really
Yeah.
bad things happening right now,
Yeah.
And it's like, what are we doing about it? Like to me,
Yeah.
it's like, what are we mad about? Like, what can we fix? Like like to me, immigration, yeah, let people in, fine. Make it so that they have to pay taxes. Like then everybody's good. Like what jobs are they taking? What is an immigrant
And
gonna do?
that's a lot of flawed arguments about the jobs too, because people talk about like they're coming to take our jobs. I'm like, what? The janitorial and
Maybe.
custodial
Sure.
and lawn care and maintenance and construction and lower level tier jobs that you
Sure.
actually didn't apply to because you feel as though you're
Maybe.
better than.
Sure.
You won't take the minimum wage, whatever thing, because you feel is better beneath you.
Potentially. I don't know what they're arguing for because I don't know that they're educated enough to make the argument.
Well, there's a lot of things that need to change. Like one thing that I don't like, it's closely related to, is that, all right, if I own a business, I don't think that I should be subjected to a minimum wage because it causes unfair practices on like the business owner. I'll give you an example. All right, so there are three coaching jobs available. All right, one coach who
Fuck
applied.
that shit. Fuck
There's
coaching. Fuck the
All right,
schools.
there are three.
Fuck coaching because the fact is that they fuck every fucking coach
All
out
right,
there.
all right.
We should
That's
get
a
paid per fucking
trigger.
hour. Fuck them.
I flicked the.
Exactly.
All right. So you're a cook, all right, at a restaurant, and the three cooks applying to this restaurant. One cook got 30 years, one cook got 3 years, one cook got 3 months experience.
All right.
And I am required by law to pay them at least the bare minimum. So what I'm
Okay.
gonna do? Somebody who's 30 years or 3 years gonna get the same pay as this dude 3 months?
Maybe.
The minimum, because they holding me. I got $30.
Hannah, you haven't talked enough, and I gotta piss. Hannah, you respond to him.
Yeah, I have $30
All right.
that I want to pay, that I have budgeted for salary. And now I think, all right, if you're a seasoned veteran, you get $15. 30 years seasoned veteran, $15 minimum. 3-year veteran, $5 minimum, and then 3-month, beginner rookie, $1 minimum, right? The law says I got to pay all y'all $10 an hour. Is that that's fair, or that's equal, but it's not fair. It's equal,
Right.
but it's not fair. So the problem we run into is that we're valuing services, and then it puts a stress on others. It's kind of like tipping. You pay her $4.19 an hour because she can make $60 or $600 in tips today.
Right. Yeah.
How about this? Pay her a consistent salary, maybe $20 an hour for a waitress. I don't know what the going rate for a decent salary for a waitress, and put the requirement as gratuity in my bill and say if it's one person, it's going to be a 5% minimum required gratuity. If it's two people,
Sure.
so forth and so on. And so that mitigates the issue for the business owner having to pay somebody what they're not necessarily worth. And as an employee, you don't get to negotiate. You don't get to
Right.
negotiate when they say this is the minimum wage. You go to McDonald's and be like, yo, but I've been working for McDonald's 10 years. I just moved to a different state. I bring a little bit more to the table here. I don't think I should be starting at the minimum wage. Well, sorry, state policy is this is what we sticking to. You don't get to negotiate.
Maybe. No. Is there saying does the state policy say there's no negotiation?
Most of the time when the salary is
Is it a state policy?
explicit, in most states when
don't
it's
think so.
explicit. Well, employment laws are very difficult. Sometimes the employer has the liberty to say this is the salary and take it or leave it.
They always have that right, except for
it-
when it's below minimum wage, unless you're a
Yeah.
waitress.
But the suck part is that that's
Suck
a
part.
messed up. That's a flawed system that we need to change, and we change those kind of systems, and we stop this nonsense.
Maybe, but
No, because the argument against immigration is that they're coming to take jobs for minimum wage, and they're going to get the same minimum wage as me. And I'm saying that if we take away minimum wage and you're paid based on your value, then you don't have to worry about somebody undercutting you because everybody's getting what they're due, what they're valued at.
yeah, but people don't get paid on their value.
You should be. You should argue
Okay,
your value.
who says what your value is?
You do based on your experience and what you've achieved, your accolades. What do you think you're worth in your industry?
$1 million an hour.
All right. Crazy. A little crazy, but I mean, you know. all how you see
my
it.
my
He
point-
just started by $1 million.
Listen,
an
the fact I don't know, but the fact like no, okay, I'm kidding, but the fact is it's like the market sets the terms, so it's like
A little bit.
we're in a capitalistic society. If you are a caretaker of children, you cannot take care of more than so many children as an individual. So it's like, how much better are you than the other people? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, am I going to
Yeah.
send my child to you because you're 10 times better? So I should pay you 10 times more. But how do you define value? Where are the results in terms of like how
Well-
many, you know what I mean? How do you define
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're
I
worth?
mean, there are things like you price yourself. You don't want to price yourself out of the market. But when you do this, how about this? When I lived in Hong Kong, for example, one of the greatest thing was that they had public health care. All right.
Right.
And the problem with public health care is that I mean, you could be on a waiting list for a liver for a longer time than you would for private health care. But the great thing about public health care is that 90% of the issues can be covered at low cost. Most people are coming here for checkups, piss in a cup, get a little blood work,
Maybe.
take an antibiotic,
But
get a
we're-
few stitches.
The problem is that we're fat as fuck. America doesn't
one-
have the
that's
same
one
problems
issue.
in these places.
No. Asia's getting fat. Asia's actually gotten really fat these past decades because of their
What's going
new
on?
money. Look it up. Asia's getting fat. China's getting fat. Red meat, more access to more.
Red meat's delicious and good for you. What are we talking about?
Yeah, anything's delicious and good for you, but in abundance can make you fat. There are more calories in red meat per ounce or whatever they measure it than like chicken.
Our obesity rate is 36% in America.
Look up Asia. it's
Asia's
growing.
not is Asia a country?
I mean, look up China. How about that? Look up China. Korea's got some fatties. but they got a lot of plastic surgery, so they don't care.
Oh,
Asia's getting fat.
we ranked 12th, by the way.
Is Australia in front of us? And Canada still in front of us? I think Mexico's definitely in front of us.
Canada's
Like, it's fatter.
26th. Canada's 26th. So we're definitely fatter. Mexico
Mexico's like fourth.
is 29.
Gotta be like,
29.
What? They're not submitting numbers. It's like coronavirus. We don't trust they ain't submitting their shit.
Who's
Hell
doing
no. I
anything?
can't believe. Listen to me. Coca-Cola is the capital of Mexico. I
China-
can't believe.
China's 6%. Listen, this
So,
guy's
wait, are you
listen.
saying
But-
ranking? Are you ranking or are you
No,
saying
6% obese. They're
Percent of the
100.
population.
China's yes. China's 169th.
Look up overweight.
What? What's wrong with
Overweight?
obesity?
Obesity is more than
is an
overweight.
extreme level. That's like 30, 40% BMI. Like that's a high level,
What?
30 plus.
No.
Most people are overweight between 25. Look, technically speaking, based on my BMI, I'm overweight.
Most everybody's
Okay.
I'm overweight.
You're overweight, but are you obese? You're making my point for me, motherfucker.
No, what I'm saying is that obese, the
Obese
level of
is the highest level of
the high, like that's really bad. Like, yeah.
well,
I wanna look
morbidly
at-
obese.
I want to look at
All right.
most. I want to see the overweight people. The amount of
Obese.
overweight people.
Obese is from 30, a BMI of 30
30 and above.
and up.
Yeah.
Overweight is 25 to 30.
So look at
Right, so
yeah.
exactly what he said. Can
How
you
many
pull up a
people are
chart?
overweight?
Maybe you can share your screen. A chart, a body chart.
Chart.
Maybe if you can sign up, light up people.
pear shape, hourglass,
Apple.
oval. Yeah, apple shape.
Oval.
Women are apple shape.
What the fuck is
Women
an
are
oval?
apple shape. Men a pear. Oh no.
All right, what do you want to know?
I know that. Hey, calories in, calories out is the number one, man. I was drinking like 4 beers a day over the holiday. I gained like 6 pounds in a month. It's crazy.
Samoa's third. What do you want to
Alright,
know?
So you're ranking? Are you ranking or percentages here?
Okay, this is a rank.
What
And this
the-
is by
alright,
BMI.
What are the top 10
This is
most
BMI.
overweight based on overweight percentage? The percentage of your population overweight.
Oh god. This is the
Accounted
data
for-
on body mass index. Who has the highest average?
That's BMI.
The Vatican City doesn't have a ranking.
It's like 14 people that live there.
Obesity. See, it's only obesity. Nobody cares. Oh, here's one.
Yeah. Well,
They do
obesity
care.
you're almost to the end. When you get to obesity, it's oh, seriously, psychologically and physiologically, it's gonna be it's gonna take a lifestyle change. You're gonna have to literally lock yourself up from all the food you eat. It's simple ways to lose weight. Is first of all, stop drinking. Second of all, stop eating out. Third of all, stop eating candy. If you stop consuming sugar,
Fourth of all,
sugar,
get some physical activity.
I mean, yeah, and then exercise. Like if you don't get 30 minutes of strenuous activity or 30 minutes of guess what? Most people don't
You don't have to
understand.
be strenuous.
Low level. Yeah, level 1,
take
level
yourself a
2 heart
walk.
rate. 45-minute walk will burn more calories than an hour hit class.
All right. The
Yeah,
overall
unless you have
mean of the country, overweight is considered what I say, 20 to 25 to
25
30.
to 30.
to 29.
29.
Alright.
29.
So who do you want me to look up? Italy's 26th.
Right?
Ranking. And this is
Yeah,
is
give
the
us-
a-
How many people don't say it was 26? I feel
China's
like 3 countries.
23.9 average.
Okay, are you saying percentage of people
No.
overweight? Or are you saying rank from 1 to 100?
Average
They're-
of all the people they have.
Look at the average BMI. The average
Yes.
BMI.
That's it.
I don't want the average BMI. I want the
Motherfucker,
ranking.
that's all
Who's
that
fat
I
to
can-
lowest?
Who's the fattest?
Who's the fattest country in the world? Is it Australia,
Nauru.
Mexico?
Nauru,
See,
Nauru,
taking into
Tonga.
account-
Samoa, Kuwait, St. Kitts, St. Lucia,
St. Louis?
Kiribati,
What'd you
St. Lucius.
Qatar,
Qatar.
Egypt,
A lot of these places make sense. They have high.
United States, number 20.
Yeah.
We're fat as
yes.
fuck. Mexico, 24. Lebanon,
Mexico
29.
is- we fatter than Mexico.
Hell yeah, we're fat
Damn.
in Mexico. We're fat as fuck.
That's bad for us.
Canada, 44th. China's 100 something, 143rd,
Japan.
man.
Japan. Look up Japan. Sweden. Japan.
Japan's 166.
Philippines. It's gotta be
Sweden's
low, double
103.
digits. Philippines single digits.
154, 154th.
Philippines
Ranked 154th.
only because they 4 feet tall. but they be some skinny. They be some skinny
That's
fat
worse.
motherfuckers.
Skinny
They be some
fat.
skinny fat motherfuckers. They national fruit is pork. Okay.
Hey, Ethiopia is second to last.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we got some
Yeah.
jokes I can say there. Hard to be
Yeah,
obese
that's
when you
bad.
starving.
That's I bet you it's
Everybody
directly
got,
related.
Everybody got to run 9 miles to get water. Shit, you can't be obese.
Wow, this is crazy.
Mongolia is fat. Mongolia is fat as fuck.
Listen to
But
yourself.
they do a lot of like that's crazy.
How do you
They
spell
cancel
Mongolia?
out a lot of shit because they should be like alcoholics,
Oh,
but they
92nd.
they do so much physical activity. Like ranch,
Jamaica is 35th.
Yeah. Again, it's hot places are not going to be fat. Because
Not as
especially if you're
fat.
hot, not as fat. If you're hot and your society is like
You're
being
sweating.
outside,
You're just sweating your fat off of your body.
yeah. I mean,
True.
you go for a walk in the summer in fucking
Oh,
Arizona,
God.
115 heat versus a walk in the wintertime.
Listen,
In the winter,
you want to go
heavy
by
weight.
state? I bet you Arizona's fat as
All right, let's go
fuck.
by state. Let's go by state. Wait. I want to rank the fat. Like, let me get the top 5 fattest states. Louisiana is by
Oh,
far
that's
Louisiana,
a good one.
Mississippi, Arkansas. They fighting for those 3 are fighting for the top spot. Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida. Not Florida. Florida. take it back. There's
Florida.
a lot of Canadians in Florida. I'm gonna jump up to Kentucky, Missouri,
Ooh, that's a good one.
all the Belleville, South Carolina, all that not Belleville. I'm sorry, I'm targeting these people. Buford. I know some people from
Buford's not a
Beaufort,
state. We don't know that
Beaufort.
state.
Alabama, Alaska,
Carolina.
Arizona, Colorado.
All right, so what's the top 5? All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5.
They're not
In
like
no
giving it
particular
like
order.
that.
What?
They're
What are
not
you
like-
googling?
Right now, I don't see a ranking. I
No way,
do
it has
see
to be.
by state though. I
Did
do
you
see
by
Google
state, yeah.
ranking?
Fattest
did.
states.
That's something you-
States,
That's
fattest
something you
states.
would ask me.
All
Did
right,
you
I'ma
Google
give you-
ranking when I
I'ma
asked
give
you for a
did you
ranking?
Google it? I'm gonna give it to you right now.
All right.
Fattest states obesity. We're going on obesity from the U.S. News World Report. This U.S. News World Report is highly regarded. They rank the top schools across.
Who's the least? Who's the least?
the least?
who's
fattest? Hold
last
on, Let
place?
me get
Go
back
ahead.
to the list.
Go ahead.
Last
Who's
place,
in last?
top
Who-
10. Top 10. Let me give you the top 10.
I'm saying who is
Right.
in? Who's doing the best?
He's not ready
Hold
for
on,
that.
I'm the skinniest.
He
I'm
gonna
at
get
the
you
top
that
10
way.
right now. Let me get you the top 10. Mississippi.
10th or
Mississippi is
first?
number 1. Mississippi is number
Hey.
1 and a lot of bad shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know who wants to go there?
Fucking,
What's the positives?
what do you call that? Teen pregnancy,
Ooh, I bet.
unemployment.
I mean, have you ever gone
what's
there and
what's
had
the
a good
thing when people
experience?
can't
I don't
read?
have anything
What's
good
the
to say
thing when
about it.
people can't read?
True.
Literacy.
Incoherent.
literacy. No, they alive. They coherent. Mississippi is
Dang.
a
Okay.
fucked up place.
That's bad.
It-
West
bad.
Virginia is number 2. I didn't even know
Oh.
West Virginia had fat people. But
I don't know anything about
Look,
West Virginia.
I find it ironic, with the exception of Kentucky and Michigan, these Bible Belt
You can
states.
name Michigan.
There's a
Oh.
correlation between the Bible Belt and being fat.
Mm.
Okay, and I tell you what, them religious people eat. Mississippi, West Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Alabama, Michigan. Top 10.
Ooh, Michigan?
Look, can we talk about Louisiana for a moment? I just came from what I think is probably one of it has to be the top 10, if not number 1, poorest places in America. Hands down. I have not seen poverty like this. And it's like imagine somebody dropped a bomb in the Ozarks or Wisconsin Dells or whatever the fuck we're used to of being like, hey, this used to be a town. That shit is not. Look, they haven't recovered from Hurricane Katrina. They didn't need coronavirus. They didn't need COVID-19.
Right.
It is
Shit.
hurting. It is hurting. Look, the
Hey,
homeless,
I want you to know who,
homeless
what,
drifters are
hey.
impatient.
what state is the healthiest. Let's just. go ahead.
Oh,
You think it's gonna be
anywhere
you?
else- Anywhere in California, Northeast. I would say the Northeast.
No, see who's in
Northeast.
first place.
No,
you
no,
know.
no. I would say the Northeast because it's small.
Yeah,
states.
check it out. Look at
Yeah.
your
You already
chart.
looked it up?
And
You already looked it up? He already looked it up.
Oh, he's
He's
saying.
trying to brag.
Hold on, I'm gonna rank it. Colorado's number 49. District of
That's-
Columbia.
There's more than
What?
49 states.
Well,
Joke's on you.
Colorado and District of Columbia are tied for 49.
Oh.
Oh.
Hawaii, because there's only
Mm.
7 people there, so two of them are really fat. Massachusetts, California. Everybody in California do yoga and ride bikes. And
They do.
all that. Like California is the fittest state in the country. It's not the
I don't
healthiest.
know.
It is the fittest. I would say probably, some brown people making it hard for California, but everybody there like does shit. Like anyway, Vermont, Florida, New York, Montana, Washington, Oregon, Connecticut. These are all states where poverty is quite low. I mean, they got one bad neighborhood in Maryland.
Wait, what was the end? Are you counting up or down?
I'm going
He's counting
from
up.
49. Vermont, Florida. I'm going from best, Colorado, to worst. New York, Montana, Washington, Oregon, Connecticut, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, 36, Rhode Island, 35, Minnesota, Alaska, Nevada, Arizona, 31, Illinois, 30. I moved to a healthier state. 28, Maine, New Mexico,
Hey.
New Hampshire.
All right, I got something for you.
South
All right, I think we
Dakota.
got enough. We got enough. We figured it out. Who's the worst? Who's the best? Listen to this.
All right,
You like this, Anton?
Yeah.
Percent of adults who are physically inactive. Which state do you think is the
70.
most inactive?
Most inactive? Any old people at?
Listen. You talked about it.
Fucking Mississippi.
35%
Listen,
plus inactive.
That's when you Google the shit. People of Walmart. When you go to that website, it's all people from Mississippi. I'm fucking be like around Walmart. Oh man, give me some the family size. Give me some Doritos.
37%. All right,
Bro,
who got
I
the
see.
best?
Listen to me. I went to Walmart. I seen
Utah.
the lady. Wait. I went to
Utah.
Walmart.
Oh.
I seen the lady in one of those chairs, and she was like, "Fuck it." I was like, "What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?"
Utah's number 1, Colorado number 2 in terms of activity. Delaware.
I think for politicians, there should be a requirement. You can't be obese to be a politician.
What?
I get rid of.
You
I get
got
rid of
you
Donald
are
Trump.
you were
I
going
get rid of Donald
hard.
Trump. I get rid of Donald Trump's
Trent.
whole cabinet. His whole cabinet. Only person there is Jared Kushner. Like, hi.
He's not a real
I eat
human.
string peas. He looks like the like they did a CGI of, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was part of like the Sith. He was like a commander in Star Wars, General Tao or some shit. It was General somebody, and that's who he looks like. He looks like what's my man name from The Fifth Element when he was like, "Where are the stones? Where are the stones? The stones."
Oh
They're
yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
here." Gary Oldman.
The Stones.
The Stones. They're supposed to be here. He started sweating motor oil.
Supposed to be here.
Oh my God! What is that? Corbin Dallas.
Corbin Dallas. Corbin, my man.
don't-
Corbin, my man.
You have water. He has air. I have no fire. I have no fire.
Hannah, you've seen that movie, haven't you?
I think so.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
think so too.
She has it. You would remember it. It's one of Bruce.
The Fifth
Willis's
Element.
Greatest,
I know.
Greatest.
Talk about
movies.
he's making the worst
Greatest.
movies now.
Really, I ain't even
Yeah.
seen it.
Bruce
Right,
Willis
but-
is doing the worst videos on like Netflix. Just
He
picking
doing shit like
paycheck.
Nicolas Cage. Like I gotta pay the bills. I gotta pay the bills.
Honestly,
Nobody told me how much it costs to upkeep this car collection. I gotta pay the bills.
listen,
Nobody
it's sad
told me
but
when
true.
I sold them, I only get 30% on the dollar. Like these luxury cars, like what
True.
the fuck? Like worst
True.
investment ever.
It's bad.
Worst thing you can do is get money and buy a car. Worst fucking thing.
True. The guy that just bought a car.
The
I bought
guy.
a car. Listen,
he-
I bought a car. Listen to me. You know what my car was worth 4 years ago? More than three times the amount.
That you got it for?
Yes, my car was worth.
I saw
50
your car in the
grand.
parking lot and I flicked it off. I was like, fuck that little bitch ass car.
Looking clean, looking nice. I got a car the other day. Some dude was like, "Hey, your car looks fun to drive." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you know what he wants to do. He was
He wanted
hollering
to
at
get in
you.
my car.
Hey,
Nah, he was.
isn't
he
your
was
car
fighting me.
when you get in the car it's like panda, panda,
Panda,
panda,
panda,
panda,
panda,
panda, panda. That came
Oh
out
my
when you were in
gosh.
college, didn't it? No,
Oh, dude, that
that was
shit came
after
out
that.
like
Yeah,
2018,
yeah, yeah. I was
2017.
I was a
He
coach.
came and went. Somebody rumored, I read that it's rumored that Kanye West signed him because it was cheaper to sign him than to because the song was so popular. It was like the most popular song of the year. It
Yeah.
was cheaper to sign him to his label because he was independent than it would be to buy the sample of the song.
Oh wow,
And then he just didn't do anything with the artist, just let him die.
wow.
Kanye, horrible. He's a horrible boss.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
Damn.
terrible,
Oh,
right?
my.
So now he has control of like the masters of this guy's, small catalog, and he's worth nothing. The guy's worth nothing. The designer, that's what his name is.
I don't know anything about what you're saying right now.
I
So
follow.
you could
I
be
follow
completely,
hip-hop. I
you could
follow
be
hip-hop.
completely making all this up.
I follow. Trust me, I'm not wrong about a lot of topics we talk about.
Maybe. So far, you're doing pretty well, you know?
You're having a
How's
good
that?
night. We'll give you that.
How's that beard oil treating you, man?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah?
He talked about it. He gave you a shout out. You must
Yeah.
have. It was back
I
when you
think
had the
I
audio
think it
issues.
works. There you go.
It looked
good.
healthier than the last time I saw you.
Oh,
Look
it
at that.
feels great.
Look
You
at
were
that.
neglecting it, I think. That's why he
Slap
sent
some
it to you.
old
That was a
Timmy.
sweet gift, but that
He
was
was
also
looking
saying,
like-
dude,
he
you
was
should start
looking-
taking care of
yeah.
your beard.
That's when your girl give you cologne. You be like, oh, I need
I
to
must
start wearing
stink.
deodorant. I need to
Yeah.
start showering regularly. Yeah.
I don't even
It
wear
does look-
cologne anymore. I just work
I've-
from home most of the time.
I fed Hannah for Christmas for a week.
A
I
week?
feel like, how many meals
What'd
you
he
get?
say?
4 meals, 3 meals?
Oh, I
was a
got
whole
two.
week.
I got 2 meals.
She got 2 meals,
Oh,
but there was
oh no,
3
you're
meals.
right. I got half lunches afterwards. I got 4.
Yeah.
I got 4 meals.
You
2
made,
dinners,
like, oh,
2 lunches.
you ain't invite nobody. There was no dates. There were no other people, just you and the dog. Just scrape it off.
This is
Like,
me and the food. There wasn't enough to
man,
share with a whole
man.
nother human unless they eat like a little bitty human. A kid, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
you want me to get
listen, many recruiting trips, Hannah and I, we shared 3 entrees.
Yeah.
Not because
She
of
eat-
me,
Yeah.
because of her.
She eat, Hannah, you eat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
but
the
I also
food,
wasn't.
the food was amazing in Louisiana.
What are you
I
doing
went
down
there after. So I went to Chicago, visit family, visit my kids.
Cool.
And then I went to Louisiana and for like a 2-day, 3-night, 2-day trip.
You were like, nah, not Mexico,
Or
Louisiana.
3-day. Yeah, not Mexico.
You can't cross the
cheap.
border, so
It was
we
cheap.
check some
Not a
out.
fact. That's not a fact.
I'm
It
just
was
joking.
You
just-
go
I'm
to
kidding.
Mexico. They're like,
I
come on, man, come to my country, man, spend some money.
when I got
That
there, I
might
was
be where you
irritated.
gained the 6 pounds is in Louisiana.
No, I know it was from drinking beer.
Oh, okay.
Four beers is 1,000 calories. 6
Look at him
7,
trying to hate on beer.
3,500
Chill.
calories. 3,500 calories a week is a pound. Extra.
Man,
those
you-
are extra
you
calories
working.
that I didn't need. So, but Louisiana
Unless
was
you
cool.
drink that pea beer, then I guess you're
Yeah,
kind of
right.
shitty times.
The only thing that I realized is that some places, like I imagine this to be for Vegas. I've never been to Vegas, but I imagine if you're not drunk or intoxicated or inebriated, you're not gonna have a good time at this place.
We
got
can
there
talk
and
about that.
I was just like, ugh, what the fuck? It's so loud. Why are all these people out here? It's 11 p.m. Go home. No, get out. I don't want any bees. Don't try to put that shit on my neck. We had a few drinks the next day. I was like, oh, I understand this town. Okay, it's so much fun. Some lady at the restaurant, she just fell. She was like on FaceTime with like a family member and just like fell. And we were like, are you okay? And she was so embarrassed and offended. Like, and then I was laughing about something else, and I think she thought we were laughing about her. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Damn,
What's the moral of this story?
More of the
don't
story
go to
is,
Louisiana.
Don't go to Louisiana. It's look, it's okay.
What kind of
I
food
ain't
you
gonna-
ate? Southern food? You ate cornbread? What did they
The
eat? Fried chicken?
last thing I ate was a
Gumbo. It was
uh,
open though, wasn't it?
what was that? What kind of crab? Babe, what kind of crab it was? Soft shell crab. Po' boy sandwich. It was delicious.
Oh.
It was heavy. You could taste it was deep fried, talking like in the basket, dropped in, like fried. Last time I had something fried, it was like air fried. So real grease was a whole nother trip. Um, what did they have? Oh, red fish, apparently. I think it's like red snapper, probably. They have a lot, they push it everywhere. Whoever owns all the restaurants and bars has license the need, like you have to sell red fish if you sell food. Everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, so what do you suggest on the menu? Red fish is always the most expensive thing on the menu. I'm like, oh, I'm a tourist. I see what you did. Okay.
Louisiana's
back
22nd out of 50 in terms of the COVID virus. That's decent.
Yeah. They're not doing it because nobody's there, bro. It's like I got there. Look, I walked down the street. This is what I heard. Like fucking dust barrel just like goes past me, and then some like homeless dude like, hey, you want some beads? I seen a homeless man ripping up the cardboard right while we were sitting in line to get a coffee at this like place that's famous there, and we're waiting in line, and he's ripping up cardboard and he's writing, help a local traveler. And he's like, hey man, you got a couple dollars on you? I'm like, I don't have any cash, man. I don't carry cash when I travel. I try not to carry cash. Some places, but I'm like, I ain't gonna give you a 20. Hell no. He was like, fuck you then, man. Everybody say that shit. I was just like, whoa, whoa, you gotta have to. I seen the same guy later that evening passed out with like those little dollar bottles of like shitty alcohol. Like he just passed out. He's sleeping on a bag of sand, like a barge. Like they just have random bags of sand. They're just waiting on the levee to break again. It's a fucked up place. Don't go.
Yeah.
Don't go. It's just bags of sand just everywhere. And
Wow.
the day I got there, it was Haitian Independence Day. And everybody was drunk. White people were drunk as shit. I'm like, this is the most backward shit. That's like, it's like, like on the day like slavery started, like black people were like, woo, we on the street, like y'all celebrating the wrong day. Like it was crazy. But I didn't know that it's so much. It was one of the places that I didn't read about before going to. I was like, you just assume like, oh, it's Louisiana, like Mardi Gras. I don't know.
Did you go to New Orleans though, or just Louisiana?
Yeah, I went to New Orleans, bro. I was on Bourbon
You keep saying
Street.
Louisiana, like
I say the
it's a
state.
big state,
You go to
kind
the
of.
dumbass state. You go to NOLA. I went to NOLA. All right, New Orleans. All right, and I was
NOLA?
baby. Everybody was. I was baby. Everybody. It was cool.
Hey,
Cool
baby,
little
come on, baby.
architecture. The French Quarter. They just look run down. Imagine a scene of an old Western movie. And you imagine how like authentically busted these wooden fucking buildings that are like propped up on. That's what it looked like. It looked like all of those are brothels.
Oh
They
my.
got fake painted windows. You could see all the brothels. You could see it. Like you could see the underground like part. That city comes alive at night. And I can imagine before
Brothels.
coronavirus and most likely before Hurricane Katrina, it was insane. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting place. Don't go.
It's a disgusting place.
Have you been?
I wasn't
Have you
planning
been?
on going.
Have you been?
No,
Hannah? Have you
I haven't been to
New Orleans?
that state. I don't think.
Have you been to Louisiana?
I think I've been to Louisiana, but I don't think I've been to New Orleans.
She's like, that's where I picked up my accent from.
Oh, I've been to Louisiana,
I've
down
been
there
down
in
there.
Louisiana.
Well,
Mm-mm-mm.
well, you know who's from Arkansas? Mike's
All right,
favorite
all
president.
right, all right. How's this gonna turn out?
What
This
do you mean? I don't
whole
know.
everything that happened today. What's gonna happen?
This is what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All of these bandwagon Republicans are gonna try to save their ass because
Yeah.
Donald Trump got the nudes. He got the nudes. All right. That motherfucker got the files. He like, look, bitch, trust me, I got dirt on everybody. All y'all my friends. And all my friends ain't dead. All right. So I'm snitching. He's likely gonna have $150 million book deal. At least $100 million. I'm calling right now. That's
Trump?
number one.
Trump?
$100 million tell-all. He needs cash.
True.
Right? He's got no stock to sell. You got to sell all that shit before you become president. Even though he didn't, he put in the shell companies that allow his stupid ass kids to be in charge of Trump Enterprise and still hold
You
office.
gotta sell stock before you become president?
You can't have a conflict of interest. You're the fucking president. You don't think you get information? Hey, you don't think Obama knew the day before you knew that the housing crisis was coming, that the recession was about to happen? You don't think Obama had information before? Okay. How can you bail out the banks and your friends without information? All right. There's a conflict of interest. You can't hold office. You can't do nothing.
Yeah,
You can't make
I
another
guess,
income.
yeah.
You
I
can't
don't.
do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't trade.
But the thing is, here, he's not a stock trader kind of person. He's old school. He has energy, so oil and real estate. He's a real estate magnate. I mean, inherited, fucking real estate kid, rich kid. So he had to
How's this gonna turn out?
temporarily sell off shit. So how it's gonna turn out is,
Or you're
number
right. He
one,
gave
he's
it to
gonna get
his kids.
he's gonna get a tell-all. Number one,
Reality show. Oh,
he
that
could.
would be-
You know what he could start.
his
You know what he
own,
could
his
crush?
own, his
No, he
own
could crush
social
Fox
media,
News. He could
his
crush Fox
own
News.
media company.
He could crush Fox News with his own media company. I wouldn't doubt that that's likely where he's heading. That's what I thought he was doing when he ran for president, was just getting publicity to start a new business venture.
True. All right, Hannah. How you think this all turns out?
I don't know, man.
Come on, what you think?
I want to see what's happening on Twitter right now.
It's a
He's
dumpster
already been
fire.
on there. He's been
It's
on
a
there for the
dumpster
last
fire.
2 hours. Tell
Man,
us what
bro.
happened.
Bro, listen to me. The fact that people can storm the Capitol with guns and fight the police and not go to jail. Listen to me. Remember this argument? Hannah, say you've never heard this argument. Well, and say that you innocently didn't think it before you knew more of what you know today. Well, if you didn't break the law, the police wouldn't be, you wouldn't have to worry about the police. Like if you, look, if you just respect the police, they won't do anything. They won't have to harm you. They won't have to shoot you and take you to jail. It's like, it was never about respect. It's respecting the police. It was never about disrespecting the police. It was about being treated unfairly. Listen, the fact that people are out there, you saw what they had in their hands at Black Lives Matter's protests and so forth? Guns, tasers, bullets, water hoses, tanks, armed military.
Tanks.
They had this. You didn't see any tanks at the fucking, the Rittenhouse kid walked past a tank with an AR-15. And where are you from? Kenosha, where are you at? Kenosha, Wisconsin, up there, somewhere damn near, with that Kyle Rittenhouse, where they walked past a motherfucking tank after he shot 3 people. All right? What I'm saying is the police at the state capitol, you know what they had? They was like this. They was like females at a motherfucking Lululemon parking lot. Get back! Stop it! This ain't yours. They look like they were like fending off. I've seen better security protocols at a fucking Black Friday at a Walmart. What the fuck?
That was not a tank. That was no
Bro,
tank.
There were no
Look,
tanks
now
at
you're
the-
spreading.
at
Now you're
Kenosha?
now
Are
you're
you fucking
spreading
serious?
false
Are you fucking
information.
serious? Are you fucking serious? Do you want me to? I'm gonna link you right now in the chat if that's what you want.
Is
Are
it
you
a
serious right
tank?
now? Bro,
No.
listen to me.
Tanks
Hold on.
don't drive in streets, bro.
All right.
Tanks
so-
have
all right,
tanks
sorry,
have
how about this?
treads.
Militarized vehicles, okay, that can withstand several bullets
All right, I'll take that.
and explosive
tank?
devices.
You know what a
right.
tank is?
You know what your first thing when a kid see a fucking militarized vehicle, like, damn, is that a tank? Like, all right. All right. So not the motherfucker that crushed the concrete when it walks, all right, but it still had these fucking tires like it was crushing little cars and doing flips and monster truck rally. That's what the fuck it was.
Oh gosh, this is funny.
So the issue.
It
with
was
this is
definitely an armored vehicle. I'll
it was-
give you that.
It was a motherfucking vehicle that could
He said,
withstand.
"What the fuck is the kid? If a kid's there, he
Look
says
at
that's
this
a
shit.
tank.
Look at this shit. What the fuck is that?
That's
That
an
is a
armored
super
vehicle."
That's when that motherfucker that Batman was like intimidate, and it was like that's what the fuck it was.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's
So I
funny.
think what's happening is that we're gonna have to start over. Motherfuckers is mad about it, and not. It's the same thing with working from home. Oh, we can't allow that. People won't be productive. What happened? This motherfuckers is making the most money. Companies are making the most money. That
What does it
have
have to do with the
sustainable business
tank?
model.
What's this have to do with the tank?
I'll explain it to you.
It's turned full circle.
Coming full circle. So people complain that working from home was going to be unproductive, right? And people also complain that protesting is bad. But look at Donald Trump's homeboys. Protesting ain't bad. Rioting is bad. Define a riot. Differentiate between a riot and a protest. Because I ain't seen nobody from Black Lives Matter with a fucking AR-15 around their neck.
There have been.
I bet you can find that one.
No, there have been.
Crazy ass. That
There
one.
have
Look,
been.
look, there are always those.
Yeah.
However, this
It's not the
is
norm.
It's not the majority.
It's not the
Motherfuckers
majority.
had Trump flags around their neck like Superman capes. Dude had his feet on the desk of some senator. How the fuck did they get in the main
I didn't see
chambers?
that. I didn't see
Listen,
that.
look at our Proud Boys, the fucking Capitol Hill chambers. Look that shit up.
He had his feet on the
Motherfuckers crazy.
desk.
Feet on the desk. You don't want that. Who is you? We in recess. Who the fuck is this? The whole thing. Look, police reform is a better verbiage than defund.
Man,
police.
this is
I
crazy. This is
completely
hey,
agree.
you know what
But
this is like?
Guess what? The police reform is coming, bro. The Democrats hold the fucking everything. That shit is coming, bro. They better look. You better stand back and retire. That's what you better do. Listen to me. Without a doubt, I do not doubt the next. There's going to be an asshole that gets made an example of that shakes the nation. You fucking do a hate crime and kill somebody, your pension is what we using to pay that family for that loss. We're not fucking, the state isn't taking that loss. Hell no. And you need to release the conduct rate of these fucking police officers. All right, I want to know what the fuck he make. I don't care about his salary. I want to know, 5 misconduct violations, write-ups for pulling over underage, pulling over young black men, all right, and whooping their ass. You can't do that 5 times and keep your job, all right? Like some things
What's
need
the limit?
to happen. What's the limit?
How many times can you beat up? Is it 5 times?
See, that's actually a serious question, because I think in that situation, police need an outlet and they need to be trained to handle and suppress. Look, do you think Secret Service go, oh shit, they shoot at the president? I was scared. Fuck my life. Bitch, it's 5 of us at the door and we talking about put the gun down.
No,
before you even get out.
the problem is Secret Service just stands in front of the bullets.
Yeah. That's what cops are supposed to do. That's what you
No,
signed
they're
up
not.
for.
You did
That's
not
the fuck
sign up.
you
Oh my
signed up
god.
for.
I gotta have to take this down.
Listen.
We're gonna be canceled by the police.
Listen, if somebody comes in to your house and your mom's there to protect her, would you jump in front of a bullet?
This is a trick question.
Let me fold
a
her
trick
up.
question.
We got to get look.
My mom
if
doesn't
you had-
believe in
look,
guns, so
look, but in order to protect her,
sign
you
up for
jump.
shit.
In order to protect your mother,
will
if
shoot.
it was your job,
I will
you
shoot.
You might, if you didn't have a gun, you had to resort to jumping in
That's
front
why I
of a
have
bullet
a
to
gun
protect
on me
her.
at all time. Not at all times.
And
You don't have a gun with you at all times. It's
and
ridiculous.
serve. If we're talking about a Christian nation, how did Jesus serve the people? He washed their feet.
The problem is that cops get shot in the face for pulling people over.
Okay, guess what? Is that common? How many cops getting shot in the face versus how many black men were killed in 2019?
It's a good question. Let's look it up.
Would
Look
you
it
argue?
up.
Would
Hannah,
you
how did I
argue?
get stuck with your job?
I know. It's because you made me be on my phone for this. And my laptop, I guess it should be ready, but it's not. I used to just have my phone. I was ready, but now I'm not.
Listen to me. Unarmed, and armed. Black
What you
people
wanna
killed by
know?
police. Black people killed by police versus black people killing police.
Black
I
people
tell you
killed
what.
by police.
Yeah, black people killed by police officers, unarmed black people killed by police officers, and then unarmed police or armed police killed by, is it somebody armed? What would be the separate? What would be the opposite of that? So I'm an unarmed black man killed by a police officer. That means
How many?
and then the opposite would be an armed. So somebody actually killing a cop.
How
How many
many?
cops are actually killed on duty in a year, annually? How many cops killed?
How
on duty?
many deaths?
Yeah, police officers. I'll give you
200
that. That's a wide range.
282
Okay,
on duty.
that's laughable compared to the
Men.
amount of black people they killed in January this year.
What?
Last year. Pull it up. Pull it up. Unarmed and armed.
No way.
Come on, how many thousands?
Thousands?
Over 1,000
Thousands of what?
people. How many people killed?
Okay. In what? In 2020?
No, 2019. 2020? Yeah, 2020. 2020.
What are these? Hang on. I don't know what these correspond with. I'm looking at it. There's not thousands, bro.
It's more than 232.
Okay. It doesn't tell you total, but it says white people. Okay, number of people shot to death by
on
police in the
statistic-
United States.
Yeah, you're on stat.
432 white people, 226 black people, 156 Hispanics. You looking at that? 163
Yeah, yeah.
unknown.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever that means.
In 2020, yeah.
You said thousands.
I'm saying people in general. I would argue that, all right, there are more people getting killed by police than people killing the police. So that's not an argument. That's not an argument. That's like the argument is this. When we talk about rape
There
statistics,
are more
for
people
example,
than cops, though.
look, when we talk about rape statistics, who's more likely to get raped? A woman or a man? We don't even consider
In
men
jail,
getting raped.
in jail, or not in jail.
Not in jail. Not in jail. Not after the motherfucker that went to jail.
Hannah
for the
just
shit
rolled
is
her eyes at me.
notorious.
That is a real
Rolled the whole
question.
fucking head. She said,
She
"Are you
rolled her
fucking serious
whole
right now?
head.
Are you fucking serious? This is a technicality.
Oh my God.
People not in prison yet. Okay, look, women unreported is more than men.
Oh, man.
Unreported is
We're
more
just
than
like on
reported
these
men.
crazy topics. How
I'm saying
many
is this.
men
think
are more
when you-
powerful?
Listen, when you hear the words
They overpower
rape,
women.
you don't think of a
It's bad.
female raping a man. Your first thing isn't a female raping a man. It's not that.
Listen, just because women don't physically force themselves on you doesn't mean they don't have sex with you when you don't want it. When you don't want. How many? There's a question. How many men don't want to have sex that actually have sex?
Hold on.
That's a good question. How many?
Question.
How many men don't want to have sex? Think about
I
it.
done had some nights. I just say, oh man.
Okay, check this out. The fact is that men have sex with other things. All women get sex halved with them. So it's like if someone's trying to have sex with me, I want 0 people to have sex with me in
All
my
right, how about
body.
this?
Therefore,
back.
if
Look.
any dicks enter my body, that's rape.
All right, we're
But
gonna go
all
back
the
to this.
dicks enter women's body.
I'm gonna ignore all of that and go back to this. And I'm sorry that I brought up rape as a,
And
as a
and
comparison.
it's waving the flag. No.
So,
unless you're a
disproportionately,
lesbian. Unless you're a lesbian or a
Then
transgender
it's a
woman.
whole different topic. You can't even touch it.
Yeah, then you're at 0 again. Then
what
you're at
what
0.
what the conclusion is disproportionately, black people are killed at higher rates by police officers.
Yes.
Disproportionately
Yeah.
than any other group.
Okay.
And so my argument is that I think that if police officers are afraid to be shot wearing a fucking bulletproof vest
Okay.
and gun and having police lights, look, you know how much power you have? Let me pull you over and put them
Yes.
bright ass lights on you. Look
Yes.
at your fucking garment when they pull you over and be like,
Listen.
oh shit.
Anton, I fucking hate the police. I hate them. I
Yeah.
think that I've never had a positive encounter
I'm
with a
not-
police officer ever.
I've had once.
One.
I've had
You
one.
told us about it on the podcast. I've at 0.
Yeah.
I've been pulled over
I
for
won.
literally
And
no
the police
reason
officer was
several
Chinese.
times.
He was Chinese. And so that shit don't count. I was like, that's Chinese police officers in Arizona?
Okay.
And the only reason I think is because he was like, I need to talk to your girlfriend. And my girlfriend Chinese. And I was like, I knew I was good then. I knew I was good. I was
Okay.
like, wait till he knock on the door.
Fine. My point is, like, I am not in disagreement. Like, all cops have just been a fucking problem for me. Like, what
21
what have you
years, ain't
protected
never
me
seen a good
in?
cop.
I,
Yeah.
honestly, like, I've known a cop, but
Police
no,
officers suck. You know what
I
police
have
officers
been
are?
pulled over for no reason before. I remember one time I had a skull cap on, I had facial hair, not this much, and I was driving my car, and I'm not breaking any laws, and I look over at the cop, and he looks at me, and then he slows down and pulls me over, and he said, "You know what?" And he said, "Come get in my car." And I said, "What?" He said, "I need you to step out of the car. I want you to go sit in my car. Let's talk in there." And I was like, "Okay."
No.
And he's
You
like,
did
"You
that
know-"
shit?
Yeah.
Are you
He's a
fucking
fucking-
serious?
Listen,
See,
I don't
all
know.
right, so stop right there. Stop right there. That's the power that you have as a police officer
Yeah.
that you cannot talk about. You're afraid to get shot. Listen to me. There are ways to force a statement out of people who have never dealt with the police. Look, your first encounter with a cop being pulled over and like, or something like that can be fair. You could fucking incriminate yourself beyond, you don't even know. Listen, you don't have to talk to them. You can roll your window down, put your ID right there, and that's it. You don't have to say shit. You don't have
Yeah.
to comply with that. Am I
This
being
dude had me
arrested?
sit in his car. I'm in
Bro,
the
he
cop
was
car
trying
in
to
the
get you
passenger seat.
to admit to something.
And he was
because
like, "You know
he
why I
had no
pulled you
probable
over?" I'm
cause.
like, "No, I have no idea." And he's like, "Okay, well, I pulled you over because you had a crack in your windshield.
So, did
So
you
why
have a
am I in
crack
your
on the
car?
windshield?
Why am I in your car?"
Regardless, it doesn't even matter if you had a crack on your windshield. That's insane. That's insane. That's
Listen,
insane.
it's insane. And I'm telling you, so I ain't met like, so dear officer who pulled me over, what the fuck were you doing? Fuck you. Like, what are you doing
Fuck
with your
Shia
job?
LaBeouf. It was
Fuck
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf. Honestly, like, what
No,
are
so
you
this is-
doing? What
this
are
is
you
the-
what are you solving? You don't have fuck else to do. You have to
A fucking criminal. That's right.
if I broke
That's
a fucking law,
right.
like, okay, my windshield's cracked. Like, really? Like, that's why you pulled me over? No, because you're a fucking profiler. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't deserve
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah,
Honestly.
so police reform is coming. I'm calling right now. So you said what's next? Police reform,
Honestly.
immigration, climate change. There's
Honestly.
a lot of shit. All these democratic things. Y'all gonna see
Honestly.
AOC up in this bitch. I'm telling you, man. That's who I'm supporting in the next. I don't know how old she is, if she's
That's
old
right.
enough, but it's
Not
time.
yet. She's
AOC,
my
homegirl.
age, I think.
Damn, she is beautiful too. So she can go and do her thing. Do whatever
No,
the fuck you want to do,
absolutely
girl. I got
not.
you. I'm
Oh,
behind you.
God.
I'm gonna buy
That's
some
so funny.
Timberlands.
All right. Honestly, though,
Right.
the fact is, like, I still support police, but I don't support that bullshit. And that's happened to me
Yeah.
multiple fucking times. And I
Yeah.
know when you run my
Yeah.
plates, you see fucking Hispanic last name.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's true. You're true. That's
I'm a
without
young
a doubt.
Hispanic male with a skull cap on and facial hair, and you're gonna
Look at
pull
that.
me over because of
Let me
and
pull
put me
off.
in your car because I had a cracked windshield.
You know why I pulled you over? Yes.
Driving while Hispanic. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Puerto
my
Rican.
gosh.
Puerto Rican. Driving while Puerto Rican.
Yeah, man.
Now, but
You're gonna put
but-
that on the sheet. You're gonna
all
write
right.
that
So
down?
let's put it this way. The thing is, here's where it changes. The thing is, I was profiled for sure. I was in
Yeah.
a position for sure that it was uncomfortable and I shouldn't have been put in.
Without a
Period.
doubt.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
But the fact is that I handled it like a bitch. And if I didn't, something bad would have happened.
Yes.
And
So let me stop you right there. When the police pull you over, they have ways of getting around things that they're not legally supposed to do to you. For example, if you are pulled over by a cop and they say, "All right, I want to search your vehicle, open the trunk, open the glove compartment, open the doors," and I say, "No, I don't consent to your right to lose my right, here, and I don't consent to this illegal search and seizure." You say, "Okay, well, wait here." They're gonna do one of two things, if needed to do two. They're gonna go get a dog, and the fucking dog is always gonna smell something. Oh, now I got the dog, the trained canine. I can't calibrate this motherfucker like a gun, but the dog said he smelled some shit. I kicked him and he barked and he's like, "Open the trunk." Now I have probable cause. And now that you made me go get that fucking dog,
We'll find
you still won't open? You arguing? I'm gonna go get my supervisor. Now I got 2 cops, 3 cops, 4 cops. Listen, I was pulled over in college and they said we rolled the stop sign. Me and my other friend who was black, but he didn't know he's black because his mama white. And I was like, and you from fucking Morton or somewhere, Illinois? I'm like, I said, hey, Graham. He said, what? I said, we about to get pulled over. You ever been pulled over? He said, no. How you know that? I said, let me talk. Let me talk. He said, man, you just being paranoid. I said, look, pull in front of the house. Don't pull in the back in the alley the way we used to go. He was helping me move from the dorms into a track house that we had, and I was renting. And he was like, nah, man, I'm gonna just go the same way. I said, look, you pull in the alley, it's gonna look really bad. Just pull in the front, put your blinkers on, and let's slowly get out of the car. Don't jump out of the car. Slowly get out, turn the car off, leave the blinkers on, right? He pulls in the alley. Whoop, whoop. I'm like, I told you. We get pulled over. 3 more squad cars. 1 car in the front of the house, 2 blocking the alley, and 1 behind us. Guy goes, driver, turn off the car and put the fucking keys out the window. I said, that's a great start to a conversation, Graham. You think we going home today? They put us in handcuffs and searched the vehicle. This motherfucker had an expired FOID card, shotgun shells, a syringe, and a couple like tennis balls. And this dumb motherfucker had the nerve to say, he was dumb in the sense of he didn't know any better. He said, the cop was like, what does a syringe and his tennis balls and shotgun shells have to do with each other? He said, we fill up the syringe with gasoline, we light it on fire, and then we hit it, or we shoot at it, or some shit, he said. And I said, Graham, we going to jail. He said, what? I said, we going to jail. If they find one more thing, that's not like legit, we're going to jail. We're going to jail. I still had the receipt for my television. I learned, like, I used to buy electronics and I used to tape the receipt to it or keep it on there or keep it off. I still had the receipt. They tried to give me for, I'm like, nope, bought that shit at Walmart 2 years ago. Here we go. Crinkled up ass old receipt, still got it. But then they searched us, they cuffed us, they put us in handcuffs, searched the whole car, the whole truck, didn't find anything, and was like, all right, well, don't roll the stop sign anymore. Make sure you don't do a roll and stop. And I said, that's bullshit. That's crazy. We were just in handcuffs, Grant. We were just in handcuffs.
I know.
You know, like, that's fucked up. Like, college, 19 years old, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck the police.
Fuck the police. Honestly, to me, like, what are you accomplishing? Even like, what did you think? Did you find? Like, what? What are you doing? Like, someone could explain it to me. Like, I almost want to, like, actually, I know a cop. I'm gonna have her come on here and be like, explain to me.
The biggest argument that I have friends that are minorities. Like, I have black and brown friends. I know one in particular is an ex of mine. She a cop. She a detective in Chicago, and she goes, well, I'm one of the good cops and we're doing the good deed or whatever. I'm like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck all cops. I don't care what, that shit transcend race. Fuck you. You is it's a like a oxymoron to be. I'm like, fuck that. No way. You are not going there to make you know what you are? You are a number. All right, we passed the quota. Now we got some black people. Now shut the fuck up before you lose your job leaking our misconduct.
Honestly. It's bad. It's all bad. And to me, it's like, all right, I'm not saying that cops don't do good things, because cops do, but not I haven't experienced it.
Look, I think there are good car dealers out there somewhere. Shit. I think there are like awesome insurance salesmen somewhere. I think,
honestly.
Shit. Yeah.
Honestly.
There've been a couple TSA people who made me smile, you know?
Fuck them TSA people too. And you know what's fucked up about TSA?
They rent a cop.
The fact is that TSA doesn't fucking work, and they know it doesn't work. It's just because of fucking 9/11.
In Chicago, the amount of TSA
and I got stopped with them.
No. Chicago's the worst.
I get stopped a lot.
O'Hare is the worst. O'Hare's the worst. Because you look like it. You look like we could fucking intimidate her. We could fuck up her day. The amount of people who have went to my high school and are TSA or went to college with me, and I'm like, this is what you doing with your life?
Listen, Fuck
Bum
them.
ass.
Fuck TSA too. Fuck you. Here's the thing. Now they're gonna be trying to find me and
I
stop
don't
me in the
give a
fucking
fuck.
place. Listen, I had a broken foot, fucking foot, fresh broken foot, and I had
Like,
a
take the,
I
take
had
the
a
boot off.
soft cast.
Take
Yes.
the boot off.
They told me to take
Put
the
it-
boot off. I
Put it
said,
on the. Put it in the
so-
box.
I'm like this. I stood there like this. I was like, I'll just hold my leg up in the thing
Put it
that
in the
scans
box.
you. Fuck these people. I'm like, just scan the fucking leg.
Look,
There's no metal in
You got
it.
like this. You got that like this.
Yeah,
and you got
that
the boot
thing.
off.
On one leg, and it wouldn't work, so they had to strip search me anyway.
Hey,
Ah.
hey. One time, bro. One time I took an edible
What
and
are you
before I got on the
solving?
plane. I took an edible before I got on the plane, and I opted out. And I was like, "This is a bad idea. I'm so stoned. I should not be doing this." The guy like, "I'm gonna rub my hand, the back of my palm across your pelvis." I was like, "My penis. You gonna touch my dick? Go ahead."
You get
Nice,
patted
bro.
down every freaking
Nice.
time you.
I get patted down so
Yeah.
often.
They were like,
Every time.
random check. They were like, come this way. They put the little Velcro thing. Your ass got to go
No,
through the metal detector and come that
You
way.
set off the thing like every time. It don't matter what you do.
You got to get porcelain.
And like,
teeth.
is he
You gotta
getting
replace
patted down
them,
again?
fillers.
He's getting fucking patted down again.
I just start taking my clothes off, take my shirt off, take my
Just fuck
pants
it.
down.
Just get naked.
Wait, what's that from? Have you remember? Oh, that was a good ass movie with Gerard Butler. He got naked.
Oh,
the cops showed
yeah.
up.
Law-abiding citizen. It's
Hell yeah.
another one. That's an
yeah.
underrated movie, bro. He plotted that shit crazy. Oh my gosh. Hey man, we gotta wrap this shit up.
She really wants to
got it.
shine that fucking fridge, doesn't she?
Yeah, she be.
Oh
she be
my
cleaning that.
goodness.
She be cleaning.
It's clean. It's shine. Oh
Yeah,
my
shine
god.
is
You
fun.
gotta. Hey, you showing the house
Hey,
tomorrow? What are you
no,
doing?
you know what I learned? I learned that I am clean, but I am not hygienic necessarily. Boys, Hannah knows what it is, right? Hannah, you know what that means. Boys, look, you've seen dirty boys, junky boys. Boys are for the most part junky, right? Girls are disgusting. Girls are, and I'm speaking from experience as an RA, and I've had male and female roommates. Boys are junky, girls are disgusting, and I mean disgusting like hair and like the whole sink and all that shit. Like,
All right,
ugh.
we piece it out. Hannah, you piece
Yeah.
this one out. With your dirty hair, sink. Oh, she's gone.
She's
Oh,
gone.
there she is. She just left. She said, "Piece of
Hey.
out."
Volume 2,
No, I'm not
Chapter
doing
1,
that.
Volume 2, Episode 1, Beautifully Twisted Podcast.
All right, there you go.
Wow.
This guy.
He's about to
Fire.
Google it. You about to Google it?
Most completed. And I put a note. Bitch was staring at the ceiling.
Look at him.
Make sure
He's Googling it. He's
he
checking it.
looking up.
No, my mom was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
The sleep doctor.
Oh,
You're wrong for that.